Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. This is NdiNaija, and we have two special ladies with us. We're waiting for a couple more. Can you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, it's Evie. And my
Hi, it's
daughter.
Alicia from the Brown Mom Experience.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, now I'm looking at comments. Hi, Tina. Hi, Lady B.
With you.
All right. So we were just having a discussion backstage. Calling it backstage. We were just having a discussion backstage about a certain media queen
Talk show host.
and the errant, gross, terrible disrespect that she got from her soon-to-be former partner. And we are now analyzing the side chick. What? It's true.
It is.
It's true. Thank you, Plans and Pans. Yeah, backstage. We're really feeling ourselves this afternoon.
Yes, we were talking about how terrible that whole Wendy Williams thing was.
Louder, EB. We can't hear you.
Not that? Okay, hold on. We was talking about Wendy Williams.
Thank you.
Situation.
Hi, 50. Lady B. Hi, Lisa. We got Lisa on. Lisa, man. Oops. Excuse me. I feel like it's just too dark in this house. What do I do? But yes, we were talking. Evie said that basically she feels like, well, was it you, Evie, or was it Alicia? That a woman who agrees to be a side chick would basically also be someone who would agree to be a sister wife.
Oh, that was me.
And I can see that. I can see that. You're willing to share a man. I can see that. You have that person has really been. I don't know. She's accepted some sort of subjugated position because I'm not sharing anybody. I grew up with 3 other siblings. I've shared enough in my life. And once again, please, no. I'm done sharing.
Right?
And if you grew up with any siblings, I think you understand the sentiment. You do not want to share anymore. You're done.
Absolutely.
Share with your brother. Share with your sister. You're the older one. Give your little sisters no more. That ended when we were kids. Thank you. Who's driving? Wendy is driving. Okay, so she's in and out. No problem. Drive safely. So yes, I am recuperating with some. I bought this tea last night, and I didn't throw away the tea bag because I'm extra Nigerian. And no, I didn't throw away the tea bag because I said I will use it again, and that's what I did. I just put some hot water. I put some water, heated it in the microwave, added a lozenge a la Wendy Williams, and boom! I have a second cup of tea for the same price, or for half the price. So
that's resourceful.
Yes, I like free. I like cheap. Not all the time, and not all together. Not all together. You don't want free. You don't want cheap sushi. You do not want cheap sushi.
No. Your stomach will tear you up.
Oh goodness. Thank you, Janitra. That's Wiggles. We have Wiggles on the line. Shout out to Wiggles.
Hi, Wiggles.
Party Girl Planet. naughty girl. I'm gonna give you a whoa. I think that's how it's done. Yes, all of the responsibilities are shared. No, just no, no. Because at the end of the day, the man doesn't. The man ends up not doing much. No, no. You will carry your weight, or you take your weight away completely. No. Hi, Cheryl. The ginger did help, Wendy. It did help. It helped a whole lot. It helped a whole lot. I am glad. Glad I had it. I need to put this somewhere where I can see it. Let's put it over here. Okay. I think the thing is looking right. It doesn't look right on the screen, but on the camera over here, it looks okay. So yes. So does everybody have their cake? I don't know why these people gave me a chocolate cake. I am not a chocolate fan, but they got my order wrong, so I got a cake pop out of it.
How are you not a chocolate fan?
I'm not much of a chocolate fan.
Oh my god.
I had candy, but I think I left it downstairs. But I agree with you. Chocolate cake is not good, but I will take a chocolate bar every now and then. Every now and then is okay.
Oh my gosh.
If I'm taking chocolate, I can only take it in little amounts. Like
I had candy, but I think I left it downstairs. But I agree with you. Chocolate cake is not good, but I will take a chocolate bar every now and then.
why is it repeating?
Is it on your
If I'm taking chocolate, I can only take it in little amounts. Like what's going on? I can hear the thing going round and repeating.
Yeah, I think you're repeating.
Oh, taking chocolate, I can only take it in little amounts. Like it's repeating. What's going on? Let me mute myself. Let me see if I'm the problem.
Thank you, Wendy.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not hearing it anymore.
Yeah, me neither. Alicia, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Okay. Oh.
I think Andy has something on.
Okay, so I just unmuted myself. Not sure if that's the
Alicia, can you hear
problem.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Okay.
See, this is the problem. Why is it repeating? I don't know. There's no sound
Is the
coming
sound
from
on your phone? Andy has something on.
Okay, so I just unmuted myself. Not sure if that's the problem.
Yeah, I can hear you great. Okay.
See, this is the problem. Why is it repeating?
Yeah, I had to mute my phone in order for
Sound
The sound on your phone?
There's no sound on my phone. It's muted. So this is muted. So I just unmuted myself. Not sure if that's the problem. Someone's Evie, is your phone? Alicia, do you have your phone on?
I'm on my phone.
Way back. There's no sound on my phone. It's muted. So this is muted. Let me try this. I just muted.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's gone now. I don't have
Yeah.
anything else on except I'm using my phone for the live.
Yeah. Yeah, I muted my phone, so. Be closer, girl. Oh, wait. Let's see. Change all your phones. Okay. Okay, turn that off. No, I'm not here. Okay, let me mute mine real quick, and then she'll turn her back on and see if that works.
Okay.
Why does it feel as though when I mute myself, then it seems to stabilize, and then when I come back, then I can't hear it anymore.
Okay, wait.
Okay, so everybody needs to get a beverage, adult or not.
Oh, I
I
want
personally
an adult
don't drink,
beverage. I'm not.
but I don't judge.
mute mine real quick.
I don't judge. I take pictures though. I don't judge. I will go out with you all day, all night long, and I will take pictures. Myself and it seems to stabilize. And then when I come back, then what happened? I can't hear it anymore.
Okay, I think she's on mute.
So everybody needs to get a beverage, adult or not.
Oh,
I personally don't. I'm not, but I don't judge. What's going on again? I don't judge. I take pictures though. What's happening? I will go out with you all day, all night long, and I will take pictures.
Okay. So
my other device is muted. What Cheryl, you changed your thing. Okay.
hello?
So everybody needs to get a beverage. Repeating. There's a device that's on somewhere. Let me see. I don't judge. I don't judge. I take pictures though. What's happening? This is not on. This is not on. There's nothing else on.
Is the sound on your computer on?
Muted. What Cheryl, you changed your thing.
Hello?
So everybody needs to get a beverage. Repeating. There's a device that's on somewhere. I don't judge. Let me mute myself again.
Please. So I think I think there's something that's on, like maybe the not sure the recording device, maybe your laptop.
Yes, I figured it out on the laptop. So it's one laptop that I'm using, and I think the sound was on there. So yeah, EB, come back. I think we figured it out. We can't have this many brilliant minds and not figure it out. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. We figured it out. Whoop, whoop. All right. Get your beverage. You can put a little gin. Where is Miss Susie? Where is her hat?
My wine is coming. My
put a
wine
little
is
gin in
way.
it. Tell the church people. Don't tell the church people. Put a little gin, put a little vodka, put a little rum. Jack Daniels. What else do you all drink? Just
wine.
put a little bit.
Stella Rosa.
Wine. Mimosas. Just put a little bit. So hi, everybody. Hi. Yes, let's thank EB for making this live happen, because if it was left to me, I would still be asleep.
Yay, EB.
Thank you.
I was just trying to do something nice for your birthday.
Thank you.
And look, I'm over here braiding my hair, so I had to.
You have to hurry up. You want to see the finished product.
Baby.
It's gonna take forever.
Karen, can I get a Kit Kat on the counter too for my little? We're celebrating Indy's birthday. This is for you, Indy. Happy birthday!
Thank you. Cheers, everybody. Yes. Who said? Mike's. Yes, peach. Mike's hard lemonade. Frozen daiquiri. Oh, in a pouch. Come on now. Just pour it into the glass. We don't want anybody drinking any boxed wine today. Just pour it into your old Starbucks cup.
Thank you.
I mean, this is a form of recycling. I'm recycling. Excuse me. And get you some cake. EB, I ended up not going to the cake shop to buy any cake because I got some, what is this? The Domino's cookie brownie. So I figured I'm already eating all these calories. There's no need to go add some cake to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I had a cupcake, but my daughter ate that, so yeah.
It doesn't count. You still need yours.
Oh. Okay, go sit down. Bye.
Audrey, that's not nice. You ate your mommy's cake.
What? I didn't. I ate my own cake.
It's time to
She
send
felt
her.
so attacked. Your hair is very pretty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. No, never again will I have another child. Never.
Famous last words.
What?
Famous last words.
Never again?
Planet Grandma, these things, I bought 2 boxes yesterday. How many boxes are left?
1.
1. 1 box is left. Because the other two pieces out of 1 box is almost gone. That'll make it exactly 1 box remaining.
Wow.
By the end of tomorrow, I don't know that we will have up to half a box left. So,
But it's your birthday, so it doesn't count. So
Yeah.
the calories would go either way. They'll be like, we don't care that it's your birthday. Hey, hips. Actually, if they go to my hips, I would not mind. The problem is that they don't get to the hips. They get to the
stomach.
Yeah, they get to the stomach and they're just like, let's shoot out right here. Just go down a little further, just a couple inches lower, then you can come out. I don't mind that. Leonette, I called you. You didn't answer us. Leonette, I called you. Remember when I see you on speaker and answer? Let me call you again. Has everybody done their planning for the week? What are we gonna gossip about? Well, we don't gossip. We're women who have better things to do. But what are we going to do? Here's the phone with the emails. What?
She wants to celebrate your party.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm surprised my other 3 aren't up here yet crashing the party.
Look, I know.
Something about these lights. When I cut these lights on, it's like, oh, mommy, we want to come in here. And I'm like,
Right.
guys.
Thanks, Christy. Thank you, Christy. So since you're driving, you can't have any adult beverages right now.
Is it bad that I'm writing in
Any adult
my...
beverages right
I'm finishing my Bible study from the week with an adult beverage right beside me.
now. How are you doing the 2 at the same time? Don't you feel some type of way?
I was going to say I should feel some type of way, but Jesus turned water into wine. Therefore, I am saved by the blood of Christ. Hallelujah, Jesus. Thank you. So, yes.
I can't argue with it. I have no comebacks. I cannot. I just cannot. Lisa says, yes, he did. Yes, he did. Look.
Okay, because...
Oh my goodness. No. Whew, we have a lot to be thankful for. I have a lot to be thankful for. While we're all on here and we're eating brownies, I think I'm going to take the opportunity to condense. How many sticker books is this? 1, 2,
A lot.
5? About 5, a little over 5 sticker books. Oh, it's not even 5, it's 4. 4 sticker books into Oh, that is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sticker books into 2 for my new Oso paper catch.
And whatever you don't want, you can send to me.
Whatever I what?
Whatever you don't want, you can send to me.
Huh?
Not on my
I don't
birthday.
speak English. What?
I said, whatever you don't want, you can send to me. Okay, Andy.
Huh? What? Mm-hmm. Yeah, play. Who do you think you're joking with? I should give you these stickers? You serious? I should give you these?
I
No.
said whatever you don't want. So
Jesus died for us. I'm not doing that no more. No. He did that once. I'm not in that. Nope. Nope.
I didn't
Trying
see
to
that
arrange.
scripture in the book. Thou shalt not ask for my stickers. I didn't see that one.
Thou shalt not. Ooh,
right?
I need that as a sticker. Thou shalt not ask for my stickers.
Well, I'll make you some personally.
Lady B says, good thing she knows sign language. I don't understand sign language. So, according to Yoruba man, Oyolowa, you are on your own. I don't understand sign language. I'm not fixing to start. No.
I know a tiny bit. Tiny bit.
After I missed her Beyonce release, and I missed her Cardi B release. I missed her, what's her name? What's that lady's name? Oh God, Janelle Monáe. That's her name. I missed that release. I'm not giving you any Oso paper stickers. And she has a couple that were discontinued. I'm not giving you nothing. Nothing. Look at these beauties.
They're cute.
Sharing is caring. All over the internet. Yes, fine.
Thank you, Leonette. Sharing is caring. And
Over the
speaking
internet.
of,
Sure.
you did win that wrong. So
I don't have any wrong. You need to stop. You need to stop tormenting me with the wrong because you know I have exactly 0 wrong stickers. 0.
Aww.
I know, right?
Yes. Everybody should pity me.
I really am. Because my store had them. My store don't never have nothing. Happy Planner come out with a whole new line of stuff, and my store getting the last.
Joanne did a number on it. That's all I can say. Ms. Joanne. So yeah.
Joanne.
Did you all see the before some of you came on, we were talking about side chicks, irresponsible men's, and irresponsible men's, side chicks, and what else? And main squeezes, I think. So we were talking about sister wives. Has anybody ever considered being a sister wife?
No.
No.
Never. And let me say
I
why.
think I have some arguments in favor of being a sister wife.
No. There's no way.
They're not many, but I think I have some.
I just feel like vaginas are a very sensitive organ, and I'm not sharing something that, that I use, because I use my husband in that way, where the Bible says that we are not supposed to hold ourselves from our spouses because that could lead to temptation. Therefore, I'm not sharing my husband with you because your vagina is doing what it's doing, my vagina is doing what it's doing, and we're not, that's swapping juices, that's nasty, and absolutely not. I rest my case. Defense rest.
I feel like I just had a short circuit.
Okay, so
That wasn't what I was. Okay.
Let me move this child real quick.
Thinking about it in terms of work around the house, work around. I was not thinking of Yeah, because I don't really like work and housework. No, I don't. So that's what I was thinking of. But it's true. It's true.
Oh no, just get a
Leah.
Molly maid.
Lisa, did y'all see what Lisa said? Lisa,
I didn't see
Lisa.
what she said.
She said I was a sister wife. I just didn't know it. Oh my god. Same here.
Aw.
Same here. I had no idea. All of a sudden it's like, excuse you, excuse me. What do you mean? Oh, Jesus. Mm-mm. And then you tell the person, okay, go on with your mess. And then his family members say, well, you just don't want to understand. It's a man thing.
That no.
You wouldn't say the same thing if it was me stepping out. You would not say the same thing.
That's not a man thing. That's an insecure thing.
But I've been watching snippets of it on YouTube. There's this couple, and they're black. And they invited a new sister wife. I forget her name.
Oh, it's
But
like TLC. Yes.
oh my god. Evie said, let her move this up. You had a coworker that was a sister wife? What? See, Planet Grandma, that's exactly what I was thinking. I need a free nanny who is also a free nanny, free housekeeper. That's it. That's what I want. And he wants a slave sister wife. I just told you. I just want a nanny, housekeeper, cook. That's all I need. She said, no. That's all I need. I just need somebody to do all this work so that I can be freed up.
You want your own personal wife, not for your.
Yes, I need. Thank you. I need my own personal wife. If that's what they claim a wife does, I need my own personal wife.
Her at night, and I'm not for that. That's just not me.
Oh my goodness! But that show, do you know what they had her do? They had her. Did she fast? What was her name? It starts with a V or something. But they had her fasting or cleansing. She had to do something for 21 days so that her pH and the husband's pH and the husband's first wife's pH were supposed to all match, because the way the first wife explained it, I said, are you hearing yourself? Are you really hearing yourself? Oh, that our pHs have to balance because we're going to be mixing. Mixing what?
Fluids.
No. No.
That
No.
is gross.
No. 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 No.
Oh my gosh.
She's doing it.
Moral support. Oh, Seeking Sister Wife is the show. Moral support. Yes, Janitra. And you should see the lady was pretty too. She was pretty. And her family came, where were they from? New Zealand or Australia? They were living or Canada. I forget where they were living.
Oh, the black.
And then the first wife's mom, oh my God, it was hilarious. At the wedding, she was just there dancing. But the first time she heard about it, she was like, excuse you? You're doing this willingly? For who? Him? What? Confusion. All around.
No, ma'am.
Confusion.
I can't do it.
Confusion.
I cannot.
Did you see what Leonette said? Leonette said, they all gonna match when they all catch the when they all catch the HIV together. Yes. Or syphilis. Or the big H, the herpes.
Ew.
They would catch so much. Oh my God.
But that
See,
family,
Wendy. Hey, Marquita.
that family, they had like a lot of rules to like how they were going to do it. And like the first season they were on the show, the husband slipped up and slept with the girl they were pursuing early. And so she got the boot. Like they sent her back on a plane back to Seattle and sent her home. So this new girl, I know they had like a lot of rules on like what they could do, what they could eat, how they could interact. And that first wife's whole thing was like, me and her got to get along. She's got to love my children. We have to become sisters and have this partnership. And I was like, see, she got tired of having these babies for this husband, and he probably has a high libido, and she don't feel like messing with him no more. So she wants somebody that's going to be willing to take care of her kids for her, sleep with him, and just, she knows the situation and she's cool with it instead of him going out and cheating. I was like, she's kind of smart the way she's finagling this whole situation, but it could not be me. There's no way, because I get jealous very easily, and absolutely not. No.
The type of person I am, I'll walk into that bedroom and I might just start slapping somebody. I be caught up in the spirit and nope. He cannot be me. No. When there is pepper, you grind some pepper and pour on the two, both of them. No. What do you mean? Pour pepper on both of you. It's like everybody. Since all of us want to be mad, we can all be mad together. I mean,
my gosh.
Hey.
That cannot be me.
Planet Grandma says, I guess I'm a little more open to the idea of polygamy because I live in Utah. Hell, my Mormon ancestors were polygamous. My sixth great-grandpa had 5 wives. My grandpa on my dad's side had 2 wives. My grandpa on my mom's side was essentially a rolling stone. So, no, polygamy, Even my dad was like, look, I saw these people, their lives were not successful. Everybody should be fine with 1 wife. You cannot handle 1. You want to go for 3 or 5. No, you cannot. Stop telling lies. That's what my dad says. And I agree. Yes, it is, Marquita. Today is my birthday. And you know what? Back home in Nigeria, it's not against the law like it is here.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not against the law.
And that's probably why they're okay with men cheating and stuff like that, because of the simple fact that...
Oh, yeah. Because, somebody would say something like, well, at least he comes home.
Yeah.
No matter what, he comes home to me. What's the prize in that? I don't want it.
He's paying the bills, providing. So they think it's okay. And it's not.
You've been hoeing around. No.
But let us hoe around. It's gonna be another thing. Let us hoe around. It's gonna be a whole another thing.
I don't have it in me, but there are some things that you just want to develop just to show the other person you're not the only one who can do this.
Right.
You're not. You are not. Not God's gift to women.
Tayson, can we have a brother husband?
There are cultures in South America that do that, where there'll be 1 woman and multiple men, and the men do the cooking, the cleaning, and they provide the food.
Where is that at?
I think it's in like the Amazon and in Ecuador that does that.
All right.
Let's start saving our planner money. We going over.
Yeah, I need 3 of them. Sign me up.
I don't want 3 penises.
Thank you, Marquita. Yes, brother, husband. What? I agree. Planet Grandma says 1 man child is plenty. No,
it is.
We need to pray for these men, and they need to pray for themselves. We're doing a whole lot of praying. They need to do a whole lot of praying too. Yes. But yes. So anyway, we also talked about, what's the girl's name, Evie? What's her name? The Wendy's sister wife. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine? 10 years.
Sharita, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, sure. It's sure something. Sure, maybe Sharita. 10 years you're messing with this woman's husband. Like, come on now. Come on now. Yes, he may have lied to you at first and you didn't know he was married, but once she knew he was married, leave the man alone.
Right.
You know? Leave the man alone.
And that's the thing that I don't understand, because when I was a single girl and I was dating and I was trying to, just be myself, when I was in Virginia, and I would meet down in Hampton Roads, there's a lot of military bases. And so you have a lot of people that are in the military. And so I would meet people that had just got stationed in the area, and we would go on dates and we would start dating. And then I would find out they have a wife back home from wherever they were stationed from. And I would immediately end that relationship, because I knew I wanted to be married one day and I wanted to have children. And I didn't want to bring bad fortune on myself by participating in something willingly. And so they would get upset with me. Well, why you do that? No, because I want to get married one day. I want to have children one day. And I did. I got married. I had kids. And my husband and I we're sliding to our 6th year. And we got 4 small babies. And we're doing great. And I honestly believe it's because I didn't bring misfortune on myself by, being willing to be a side chick. Because I personally feel like I'm worth more than being someone's second option.
Exactly.
Like, I'm cute. I'm funny. I'm a great cook. I have so much to offer. I don't ever need to play second fiddle to anybody. That's what you feel like you need to do, because you're not going to hold up to your responsibilities. And that's just how I feel about it. I don't know.
Yeah. It's weird because some girls, and they are not, you can't even call them women, because just some girls feel like, oh, the work of a wife is so much. I'm trying to understand it. I don't know that I really can, but they feel like, let him be married. I don't have to do anything. I don't have any responsibilities. All I have to do is give him my body, and then he'll take me shopping, do whatever, blah blah blah. That's it. That's it. They feel like they don't have any responsibilities when it comes to the dude. I
feel like we kind of allow that to happen because we decide, okay, well, as if you were single, like, you got to, like, not be involved in that way. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be sexually involved. If you just close your legs, I promise you, like, he's gonna have to find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like it's a circle. It's like it keeps going and going because we're accepting anything and everything, and it's not right.
Yeah, it's not.
We as women just be strong and be like, we're not gonna accept anything but the best, and he has to see us the best. Then these guys, what they gonna do? They're gonna just screw themselves because they can't use nobody else, right? It's up to us. I feel like it's up to us to be strong and know ourselves and know our worth. And once we know that, then we're not going to settle for anything. So I don't know. It's a struggle, and we're strong.
We are strong.
We are strong. And it's
I feel for the women who get lied to, because some of these men, they lie and they hide it. They don't want her to know. Like, I was just watching a movie, and the girl was taking her boyfriend to meet her parents. It was their wedding after so many years, and she was taking her boyfriend to go meet them, and then all of a sudden they ran into his friends, and then the woman was like, "Wait a second, who are you? Are you a friend of Bridget?" She's like, "Who's Bridget? His what wife? What?" They were about to get on a plane to go see her parents. And the guy said with his mouth, if I had told you that we were married, you would have never slept with me. She sucker punched him so hard.
Absolutely.
So
He
yes,
deserved that.
I feel for the ladies who are lied to in such a horrible way. But once you find out, that's it. Just snip it off and imagine you're snipping off his testicles while you're doing it. Just go. Take a knife to it and just Lorena Bobbitt thing. Just
Oh.
look.
Some men are very persuasive and they're very good at lying. And we as women, when we start sleeping with men, we start developing soul ties with them. We can build this emotional bond with this guy that sometimes when we find out information we don't like, it's hard to just, separate that because we've put ourselves, because when we, when we're intimate, we're literally opening our body to this other person. And so that's reason one why we shouldn't be, fornicating willy-nilly because of that, connection right there. But also these men will lie to these women and say, oh, my wife doesn't do this, she doesn't do that, it's over, we're just married this, I'm just helping her with the bills. They'll make any kind of lie to keep you doing what they want to do. So then the girl has this diluted perception of things because she's only getting one side of the story, and she has no idea that this man is coming home playing daddy, playing helicopter with the kids, making love to his wife every night, and then coming to see you during your lunch break, sleeping with you in your car, whatever the situation is. And it's crazy because these dudes out here, they don't care. They don't care, and they prey on women who don't value themselves. They don't have love. They never received that love, and so they don't understand that this isn't acceptable, and they're just so desperate for that love that they should be getting in Christ that they'll just take anything. And it's so sad. And I know because I've seen it. I've had girlfriends that have gone through it, and I've just had to sit and just be there for them and not try to chastise them because that's not what God called me to do. But at the same time, be like, try to encourage them to do better for themselves, knowing that for me personally, I wasn't going to do that. And I've been cheated on. When I was cheated on, the relationships were ended because if that's what you want to do, that's how you treat me now in a dating relationship.
It's not going to get better.
I'm not going to marry you. My husband now, he is the sweetest thing. He's a praying man. He's a good man. He goes to work. He brings home a lot of money. When I met him, he left the military. He had no job. I was teaching. Now he makes 6 figures and I stay at home with my 4 kids. And so I honestly think that I brought myself good fortune because of how I treated myself, how I handled myself early on. So
it's good. So Taylor Nay says she was blessed with her current husband. She honestly does not have to lift a finger. She does things because she's particular about cooking and cleaning. I hear you. I hear you. Yes. Tay, what you said is true. Even though he makes mistakes, nobody's perfect, but he is more of a blessing than a burden. Yeah, it's a lot of prayer that we need to do because sometimes you just man, the situation I fell into, Jesus. Sometimes I wonder, God, where's this drama coming to me? But I've learned so much. I've learned so much. Yeah. They said Leonette said some of these girls, they never cheat up. They cheat with men that don't even have a pot to piss in. I hear you. Oh, Planet Grandma and her husband are celebrating 20 years of marriage tomorrow. Happy anniversary. Congratulations.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
That's awesome.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Yes. Oh, Janitra says, yes, that's where I am too. I will cut people off like I've never met them. Exactly. I really subscribe to that philosophy. You do this, you do this, you do this. You show me a pattern. I talk to you, and you're not willing to do something about it, change. You're not just. That's it. There's no need to talk about it. You don't want to do it. It's okay. It's fine. Bye bye. Finish.
Yeah, I think you have to experience it first, and then cut it off. You know what I'm saying? You have to experience it to learn who you are and who you're supposed to be in life. So I know it's it's something. I can't even express it that well, but like I know I've learned a whole lot behind mess before. So I'm like, okay, I know who I am now. I'm so happy that I went through it because looking back, I would be like, girl, you were stupid. You were dumb. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
I would never want to be that person that I was back then. You know, I'm so
Mhm.
happy with myself now. So
Mhm.
I feel like once you go through it, you'll learn from it.
I feel you because thinking back, I was really idealistic, and I might be I might still be to a point. But yes, you expect that people would be good to you because you're good to them, but that's not how the world works.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned that you can't have expectations when you don't have a reality. You have to see the reality first before you set any sort of expectations. Just you think, oh, I'm going to be this good person and this person is going to be good to me. No. Oh, I'm going into this relationship. I'm not lying. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not, I'm looking forward. We're, working out in our lives and getting married and having kids and families just going on. I don't know what's in the other person's mind. The other person hasn't shown me. So it's naive of me to believe that what I'm giving out is exactly what I'm going to get back because you're taught that way. But the thing to do is when you see it and it comes and it's bad, oh, okay, so this is what it is, and you hightail it out of there.
Right.
You don't, there's no, just manage him. He comes home. At least he's not beating you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And I'll never
Mm-mm.
understand that because
Uh-huh.
abuse comes in multiple ways. It doesn't have to just be physical. It can be emotional and it can be mental as well.
Yeah.
And if you have
Nigerians
that,
don't believe that one. No, Nigerians don't believe that one. Nigerians,
No.
Nigerians will say, he is not beating you and he's paying the children's school fees. You should humble yourself, submit as a woman. Eh? Do you make yourself up?
Right.
that's how
Right.
Korean Nigerian homie didn't work out. That's how
They
Korean.
Oh,
don't emotional abuse. None.
they don't believe in emotional abuse. What are you talking about?
No. You have to be
A
strong.
colleague,
You're not
a
strong.
colleague of mine, he said, "Oh, so are you not a colleague? We went to college together back home." And he's like, "Are you married?" I said, "I'm divorced." He's like, "I thought you were a good girl." I said, "Excuse me? What?" He's like, "Yes, now you were a good girl. Now I can't say anymore." I said, "You didn't ask me what the story was. You don't know what happened. Now I'm the bad person." Really? He said, "Yes. That something hold down a man." I just muted, and that was it. And then the next morning, "Oh, uncle, good morning."
Nah,
I don't
cut
talk
that.
to him anymore. I won't talk to you anymore because he has shown me that he doesn't. Do you have a brain? The brain that God gave you, do you use it? Because if you did, you wouldn't say such crap. You wouldn't. But a lot of people, unfortunately, still think that way. They still believe it. They still feel like, oh, if he doesn't hit you, and even if he hits you, do something to make him not hit you.
But that has
I
nothing to do with
have
you, though.
heard
No,
some
I can't.
crazy things. I have heard. Mm-mm-mm. I have heard. Okay, Wendy. Wendy's jumping back in the car. Hmm.
Yeah. Leonette said some men cheat not because they have bad marriages. Some of them cheat because they can.
Because they can, yeah. And that's a person who does not have A, integrity, and B, self control. When some people say that they are testing their soon to be spouse or partner, I can understand. It may not be the right thing to do, but I can understand if you want to see if this person has integrity or if you want to see if this person has self control. But they'll show you in other ways. You don't, need to go lay some stupid trap. But yes, if you're just going to do something bad just because you have the opportunity to, no, No, you don't. No, it's the what is it? The love of God is not in you. It is not. It is
Yeah, I don't
not.
expect that.
It is not.
So, how do you guys feel about when a guy say the reason why they cheated was because their wife wasn't doing something or wasn't there, or you know, just all of that. But you know, the whole thing about they wasn't doing this or doing that,
Well,
and
I'll
they
ask him what was he doing while she wasn't doing what he claimed she should do. What was he doing? Did he say anything? Did he bring it up to her? Did he try to initiate and she refused? Did he take it to counseling? Did he write her a note? Baby, I need you to do this. I'm trying to spice up our sex life. How about we do so? Did he do any of that? You can't tell me, oh, I cheated because my wife wasn't doing this, or oh, she's always tired. Why is she always tired? Is she always tired because you get home at 7:30 while she has already come home, made dinner, gotten the kids from school, helped them with their homework, and now she's giving them a bath and then you come home? Is that why? And all of a sudden she's tired because 3 weeks straight you're not doing anything in the house. If she's
wow,
tired because of housework, schoolwork, any type of work, and the man is not helping, he is the cause of the whole thing. He's the cause of it. Yeah.
I
yeah,
just
Yeah.
personally, I can't accept that. Like, there's no excuse. That's his baggage. Those are his problems. Those are his insecurities. And you're trying to put your stuff off on somebody else. And that is
Hmm.
something that me personally, I can't deal with. I met one guy, I think I was 23. He seemed like the perfect package. Nice job, nice car, dressed nice, looked nice, always took me out on these really nice dates. I come to find out he's been married for 5 years, had two small children. Wife just gave birth 3 months ago. And he was
wow.
telling me that the reason that he was leaving his wife was because she wasn't taking care of the kids in the way that he felt that she should. And I was like, I don't care what the excuse is. You're not about to cheat on your wife with me. We're done. Like, it's just a done. Like, I'm just not. And it was hard because I liked him and I thought,
Hmm.
he was what he was portraying to be. But me, I just couldn't. Like, I was just like, there's no way, because I sympathize for her immediately before
Of
anything
course.
you have to tell me out your mouth. Because being a woman is difficult. We have a lot of responsibility on our plate on top of giving birth to children. Like, she's had your children. How dare you disrespect
Exactly.
her in that way? I don't give a
Exactly.
rat's foot if she don't do crap. You're not going to disrespect her with me. I'm not that one. You gotta find you somebody else, because I'm not her. No way. So that's not. I don't respect men that say stuff like that. I don't respect men that accept those kind of, like, throw those kind of excuses out there, because it has nothing to do with your spouse. It has nothing to do with what they're not doing. It has something to do with you.
Exactly.
Things aren't working in your marriage, in your
Exactly.
relationship. You got to figure out what needs to happen so that things can turn around. You can't just come home and
Exactly.
sit with your feet up. You got to pitch in too. It's a
Exactly.
partnership.
Exactly. That you just said it all. You just said it all. You can't. I cannot respect anyone who sees that there is a problem and does nothing to solve it. Instead, you just blame the other person. How
Yep.
dare you? How dare you? She's not taking care of the kids how I want to. Hand they pain you. Does your hand hurt? Do your legs hurt? You can do the work. If you think she can't do it, then show her. Why do some men feel like women are born with this innate ability to care for kids? I remember with my
I
ex,
don't know.
he said, he
Oh,
said, "Oh, what? Am I the one to do this? Oh, you're a woman." I said, "Excuse me. First of all, this wasn't how you acted before, and second of all, this is my first baby too. Where did I have the opportunity to change a diaper?
Right.
The hell you mean you're not changing a diaper? Get out of this house." I mean, I didn't say that, but I should have. Thinking about it, you know. Oh, that's a woman's job. I immediately tune any man out who says XYZ is a woman's job, ABC is a man's job. Immediately.
Yeah.
There is no one. You can be a pastor, deacon, president, anything. Once you say ABC is a woman's job, XYZ is a man's job, done. Done. See, Fatty Girl Fighting says some cheat causes a generational curse. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And see, Leonette, this thing you said is true. She said, I don't let my husband get away with anything. As soon as I see it or feel something, I will call him on his crap right away. He will tell anybody I'm crazy. I don't play. And if he wants to play, he knows where the door is.
Whoop.
As a Christian, you having a partner shows you how much of a Christian you really are. Because this person who lives with you, sleeps with you, sees you make everyday decisions, can see how much of your Christianity that you're really living out or not. And if they love you, they're going to tell you, hey, dude, you know this is not what you're supposed to be doing, right? This is the way you should go. Walk ye in it. You should be the same for that person too. Hey, my brother, my sister, I see you going in this direction. You know you're not supposed to be doing that, right? And then if you're really a Christian who is after God's heart, you're going to say, oh, hold on. That's not right. I need to retrace my steps. Thank you, lover of mine. Thank you, my better half, for showing me that I'm not going in the way of the Lord. And thank you for bringing this to my attention. I never thought about it that way. But if they get defensive and blah, 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 nope. Nope.
Yeah, it's something that I struggled with my husband for a while because he automatically assumed that certain tasks were my responsibility because I was a teacher before we got married and before we had children. And he was just like, well, I don't know how to do this because, you know, I've never taught before. So what should I be expecting? Or I thought you were going to handle that. And we had to we really had to come to Jesus about it. And when he wasn't getting the picture, I went to his mother and I was like, look, Mom, you know, I'm really frustrated because Jaren won't do these things. My husband's name is Jaren. And she sat down, she talked with him, and then she told his father. And then he sat down and talked to him. So I got his parents on my side. And then he had to sit and reflect with himself and say, okay, I need to help her out more. And now he's excellent. He's not perfect. He still plays way too many video games for my comfort. But he's getting better and he's trying, and I appreciate him for that. So
Awesome. I actually like when parents get involved. I know a lot of people don't believe in parents getting involved, but they're trying to help. They've been through it. So they are doing the best that they can, and they have really good advice. If you let them get involved, they'll give you advice. Even if your parents are separated, they still know. They're older, so they still know what's going on, you know, and probably experienced it. Never told you about it, but experienced everything you're going through.
But that is if they're being truthful and if they're not coddling their son. Because sometimes I feel like a lot of women, maybe it's from my side of the world or whatever, have coddled their boys. They baby their boys and then, oh, let's just get him married. You know, this woman will straighten him out. Then the dude gets married and then he's not holding his end of the bargain. He feels like all he has to do is go to work. Once he comes home, he can shut it off and the woman will take care of the kids and the house and whatnot. No, she went to work too. So the guy starts misbehaving, and then when the lady comes and tells her mother-in-law, hey, Mom, look what's going on, instead of the mom to say, okay, let me help these people build a good home. Hey, son, you need to step it up and do your part of the housework. It's not only, think about it, one human being can't do all this. Instead, the woman says, at least he's not cheating on you. At least he's not beating you. Just manage. He will change. Just pray for him. He will change. The Bible says we should work, work out our salvation. It's not just by prayer. You need to do some physical work to get stuff together.
We have to
Yes.
be careful who we get our counsel from. I went to Jaren's parents because one, they know their son well. Two, they don't coddle him. And three, they're very deep in their faith of Christianity. They go to church every week. They volunteer a lot. And I knew that their counsel would be God breathed. And I prayed on it. And they said, God told me to talk to his parents because he wasn't listening to me. He wasn't praying at that time. He read the Bible, but he wasn't spending time in the word like he should have been. And so the only way he was somebody, was going to reach him is if it came from them.
Yes.
I know that I can't go to my parents about certain things because my biological parents are separated. My mom got remarried. My stepdad, he and I are like peanut butter and jelly, and we get along great. But we have a close relationship than I do with my biological father. I go to him for a lot. But my mom, she's in a place of hurt. And when people are hurt, they can't exactly see the forest for the trees. So she can't give any advice past her own personal feelings right now. So when I went to my mother about these things, she said, you need to stop complaining because you have a husband. I don't have no husband. I don't da-da-da-da-da-da. And she could not be a place of support to help me understand or even give me advice as her daughter. Which, that's its own thing in itself. But you have to be careful who you get your counsel from and understand the place and the season that they're in, because that's the advice that you're going to receive. And I had to be careful, and that's why I went to my in-laws about that. And my mother-in-law, she don't play. She didn't even talk to me the first time I met her. It was hilarious. I'm surprised we even made it.
That is good. I'm very, very glad that you had that experience. And one would life is wonderful. It's beautiful. It's like roses. There are beautiful petals, there's the lovely smell, and then there are the thorns, and then there's the planting and the waiting and that and that and that. Yeah. I remember when I told my father-in-law, like, oh, look at all the stuff your son is doing. He said, whatever he's doing, just take it as if I'm doing it to you and forgive. He said, what?
But Andy, you gotta remember, like, Nigerians are a whole different type of creation. You know what I mean? Whole different type of creation. Most things just don't make no sense. Like
I clearly forgot. Clearly, I forgot because I was thinking with my American brain.
You can't because they're so pride. We're prideful. We're just very prideful people, and basically we're gonna keep up with the Joneses. It don't matter how or what. We're gonna keep up with them. That's how we were raised. So they look at marriage so big, and so your marriage could be like horrible, but as long as you're married, showing that you're married, that's all that matters. Showing that your kids are going to school and graduating college, that's all that matters. And so knowing that, I know I can't talk to my mom and dad about certain things, although my mom and dad will be called Americanized, okay? But I can't talk because they still have that pride, And so I wouldn't even like knowing that and knowing just how we were raised up. I don't be listening to half of what my parents be saying because it's just out of there, So
it's oh man, it's serious. It's really serious. It's really serious.
It is.
Yeah, and yeah. It shocked my mom. It shocked my mom. She's like, what? What do you mean? I have to tell people now you're not married anymore? I said, what's their business?
It wasn't their business to begin with. Like,
how does it affect them? What?
Okay, so like when I got married, my mom was like, we got to tell everybody. We're inviting everybody. Like everybody in the world was invited. And I'm like, no. And then after that, it was the American man. Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. Where is he from?
Yes. And so it was just a whole thing. It's so prideful, though. It's ridiculous amount of pride that Nigerians have, and it don't make no sense. That's what it is. It don't make
it doesn't. It doesn't. As far as you're in your husband's house, you're this. You should take anything, but you have that, Mrs. Just keep your home. So yeah. I'm glad we're out of that circle, because Nigerians would say accept any and every abuse. They would even tell you, oh yeah, oh he's beating you. You know what to do? Just get pregnant. He'll stop beating you when you get pregnant.
No, he's not.
So I didn't grow up with Nigerian parents, but my father is half Haitian. I have a Haitian grandmother. And when she and my mother were together, my father was abusive. And my grandmother gave a lot of bad advice like that. And when he left us, my grandmother actually helped him hide from the government so he wouldn't have to pay child support. So I've seen that side. When my mother remarried, she married a Puerto Rican guy from New York who had a father directly from Puerto Rico. And my grandmother, she is like nice, nasty. So she wasn't much of support either. And so my mom had very difficult time with her in-laws. And I really feel bad that that was her experience, because neither of them were very supportive. So I don't know about Nigerians. I did date a Nigerian, and me and him did not, we did not work because of that mentality of he's gonna do whatever he want to do, and I'm just gonna be cool with it. I'm just like, nah, I ain't with that. I ain't with that smoke. And no Ghanaians either. That Ghanaian man, he broke my heart all kinds of ways. But yeah, I think families from other countries, their perceptions of marriage and how women should be treated are a lot different than they are here.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah.
Very different. Like, see, Planner Grandma says, my mom wasn't upset at all about my divorce. She was so elated that she paid for my lawyer. That was my dad. My dad was like, oh, he left his family. He left. Oh, there is no discussion. A man does not do that. A man doesn't leave his family. That's that. And it was over. My mom said, oh, you guys should meet and talk and do this and do that. You will come back together. I said, me. I ain't gonna do that. Yeah. No. And yeah, my dad was like, no, this is not a game. This is my daughter's life we're talking about. No, you can't just walk out and walk in wherever you like. This is not a barn. So yeah, it's there's a lot of, and which is why I say that there isn't as much pressure on the men to do what is right, because they're just allowed to, oh, just go sow your wild oats. Don't worry, oh, don't worry, when a woman comes, she's going to straighten you out. They put all this responsibility on women. I'm not A, his mom. B, I'm not his counselor. C, I am not his therapist. D, I am not his maid, slave, housekeeper, nanny. I am not all of this that he needs. If he needs that, go pay for it. Go pay for it. That's not, what am I getting out of it? There was a guy who was talking to me, and he said, oh, that we were going to travel back to, and he's a Nigerian dude. And he said we were going to travel back to his village, when we would go home, because people from his side of the country, they would go home like once a year, go to the ancestral home once a year, and it would be a big celebration, and it's basically a big show off where everybody comes with their big cars, and those coming from America are going to say, oh, these are my children, my wife is a doctor, me I'm these, blah blah blah, and they'll basically show off their dollars and whatnot. And he said, so when we go home, can you take care of all the kids, like give all the children of us and my brothers and my sisters, give all of them showers? I said, no. He said, okay, so will you cook for all of us and, come and serve all the men? I said, no. I said, no. He said, what do you mean? So you won't serve my dad food? I said, I can serve your dad. That's fine. That's your dad. But you can't tell me to serve the other men who have wives that are there because I'm supposedly the new wife. That sounds like work. That's not what I'm signing up for. No. And a lot of people, for some reason, some Nigerians feel like when a woman comes into a family, that's what she's supposed to do. That she's signing up for some kind of work to prove that she's worthy of being a wife. I have zero scruples with that regard. I don't want to work. No. Go hire you a nanny or a housekeeper. Those are awesome jobs that should be paid well. That's it.
Hire a male nanny. A male nanny. No, it ain't gonna be
yes, I agree. Hire a male nanny. All of a sudden, watch him be home at 5 o'clock every single day. As soon as he gets off work, he'll be home. Where's the nanny? All right.
Yes.
Maybe I should look into that. A male nanny. Let me write that down.
Oh Lord.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, Sandy. Aw, that is awesome, Planogram. That is awesome. Are you serious, Yoli? Your friends and family waited until after your divorce to tell you they didn't like your ex? No.
I'm not Yoli, I'm definitely not that person. Like you can ask my sisters. I'm gonna talk about your fiance, your husband. I'm gonna tell them what I don't like. I've been like the mean sister because of that. Because I'm so honest about it. So I know they be so mean. They think I'm so mean because I'm so honest about it. But I'm just gonna let you know because I noticed things. I feel like I was blessed with discernment. So I'd be like, I pay attention. And so I'll be like, no, that's not right. That's not right. Mm-hmm. And so I will tell you. So y'all listen, but I will tell. I'll be the main one.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, 50 in planning, yes. Ooh. Planner Grandma says, my ex has 7 kids by 4 women that we know of. That was my grandpa. And my grandma left. And back then, my grandma left when she said, I couldn't take it anymore when he got 4 women pregnant in 1 year. And none of those women was her.
Wow.
4 separate women in 1 year. She was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And she left. Yeah, see, Yoli said, I felt like a single married mother of 2. You can't just leave everything to the woman to do. You can't. Yeah, you were forced to wear the pants. Of course, you cannot respect him. It's impossible. It's impossible. If he's leaving every decision concerning your child and concerning you, concerning the family, if he's leaving all that into your hands, you're going to think, well, what do I need you for?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm handling everything, why are you here?
Right.
I'm not signing up for work. I don't like that type of work. No, that's extra. You're not a baby.
And
just do what you're
trying to know, like a lot of people feel that way about being married, but feel like they're single, like doing all the work, working, taking care of the kids. A lot of women feel like that, and they don't say nothing because they think that it's part of being a wife. Like you're supposed to feel like that. You're supposed to, spread yourself so thin, and it's not the case. It's not. You have to have a person that's going to want to do and help you with, and wash dishes. That washing dishes is something men do not like doing. But you talk to them about it. Like you got to wash the dishes.
You have to wash the dishes. I am not. No. Do you know how many dishes I've washed in my life growing up in an African household? No. No. I don't want to wash any more dishes. No. Yes, Leonette. Yes, that first pregnancy. Out. Oh my goodness. Planet Grandma says, my ex was like that. My son has two half brothers born the same year as him. One, three. Oh, Jesus. Mm, mm-mm. One 3 months older and one 3 months younger.
Wow.
Wow.
These people, they will drive a woman to fight physically and then turn around and call her crazy. How is she crazy? When they're doing crap like that, how is she crazy?
Oh.
How? How? Make it make sense because it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Oh, that woman is just crazy. Really? Is she? Is she? Or have you gaslighted her to the point where she's confused about things?
Ooh.
Who is really crazy between the two of us? Who is really crazy? You expect that she should go to work, contribute to the bills, household, or whatnot, birth the babies, wash the baby's buttocks, change the diapers, feed the baby, pump breast milk, make the formula, take the baby to the doctor's office, take time off work because the baby is sick, make sure the house is clean, do the laundry, you know, what? What? And then you turn around and call me crazy? God forbid you. No. Mm-mm. So, God will help all of us because it's too much. It's too much.
You know what? On
It's
second
too
thought,
much.
sign me up for sister wife because I'm tired.
Now you understand the need for a sister wife. Oh, I'm glad you have come to this realization.
No, you don't need to be. You don't need a sister wife.
Oh my goodness.
I was just sitting here thinking about all the stuff I've done today, and I'm just like, yeah, that sounds real good right about now.
You need a good friend to come and just help. Or a sister to come and help. Like me and my sisters.
That's what the man is there for.
Well, in case he's busy doing something, that's what me and my sisters do. We just go to each other's house. We're like, okay, let's clean. Let's do this. Let's do that together. So that's our whole bond thing because we'll just go to someone's house and just decorate their whole house and fix it and just help them and then cook and leave. I don't
That's
know.
cool.
And I feel like I need to have friends to do that with, because I'm a loving person, so I like to do those things, just to go and help a friend out. And
That would be nice because
yeah,
I live in Maryland. We're by ourselves. All of my family is in Virginia, and then further in Florida. And so where I am, it's just me, my husband, and my kids, and all of my friends from college, and even the women I grew up with, which is not many since I moved around being military, but they're all like away. So, I'll talk to them via, Instagram or, send a text, but it's just me holding it down by myself. And I've
That's
had
hard.
4 kids in 4 years.
That's hard.
So, yes,
That is hard.
it is hard.
That is hard.
So I pray a lot. I pray a lot. And right now I take medicine because I have postpartum depression because my body has been through a lot. And I had, very traumatic birth experiences. And it's been a lot. But I think that is awesome that you do that for you and your sister. My little sister is actually engaged to be married next year. And I've already told her, when those big moments come, I want to be there to help her. And I'll bring my minivan down with my 4 kids and be there because I didn't have that. And I want her to have that. So I think that's awesome that you guys do that.
oh yeah,
It is very awesome, Evie. You forget the need for community, and that was one thing I really missed about being back home, because back home it's very much a community. Your neighbor walks into your house, you're not looking for a babysitter because there's always someone in the compound that will watch your kid for you while you have to work or whatnot. So the US can be very alienating because you're trying to get ahead in life, and sometimes you just have to move away from family, or family can't be there for you. So that is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. And sometimes, if you have, say, something like ADHD, and you just can't bring yourself to do stuff like that in your house, you, because it's not your house, you might be able to help someone else in their house, and then somebody can come help you in your house. This lady I used to watch, her YouTube channel is How to ADHD, and she actually talked about it, like having some sort of party, like a cleaning party, where a couple friends, you come together, you clean this person's, this person's office or this person's library, and then you move to the next person's house, and then they come to your house. Because sometimes when it's your house and your stuff, you're so attached, and it's just right here, and you might get overwhelmed by your stuff. But someone else will come in and see it a little more clearly, a little more detached, and can tell you objectively,
Right.
keep this, don't keep that. Hey, come on now, you've had this dress for 7 years, you haven't worn it. Speaking
Right.
for myself, because I have clothes that I brought with me from Nigeria 15 years ago. I haven't let them go yet.
They not in
And
style no more in Indonesia. They not in style no more.
she said they're not in style no more. I don't buy clothes according to the style. No, I do not. That's expensive. I buy them.
You gotta let it
It
go.
fits. I just buy what fits.
If your dresses still have the little puff around the ends here, you have to let it go.
Come on now, it's
You
not
have
that
to.
bad.
You have to. We don't do these puffs no more. No.
Leonette said she told her husband she needs a few brother husbands.
And what did he say?
He said, no, if he can't, then she can't. Thank you, Kate. Taylor Nay says, my kids are 7 years apart for that reason. Yes, it's a good sister circle. It's good. Not a lot of friends anymore now that I have custody of my grandkids. It's like they think I'm contagious. Oh, they don't want to have that. They don't want to have that either. They don't want to take care of the grandkids. I was too embarrassed to ask for help. Ooh, yes, you tried to keep the happy home facade, and yeah, you regret it.
Yeah.
I don't blame you, Yoli, because that's how we were brought up. We were told, you have to be a strong woman. You have to keep your home. You have to be this. You have to be that.
Kill
You
that.
don't have to be anything. You just have to be you.
Yeah.
You can't handle it. You can't handle it. A couple of months ago, was it a couple months ago? I forget when it was. I was supposed to have some sort of party or something here. It was a small dinner or lunch. I forget what it was, but I got overwhelmed. And my mom didn't understand. She was like, it's just a small this thing. What? Why are you stressed out about it? I said, it's a small thing to you. Oh, hello.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. We're discussing how to get rid of you. And bring a couple brother husbands.
Can I have a brother husband?
A brother husband
Yeah.
instead of a sister wife?
Yeah.
I don't know about
You'll know.
Don't get rid of us. We're just discussing how to get some brother husbands.
that. I don't know about that. Oh man.
Here's for water.
We're going to get Alicia an extra wife to take care of all the house stuff so that she can be free to be with you. How does that sound? Did he leave? Did we chase him away?
No, he's sitting right there. He's like, he'll know what to say.
I was gonna say later, I don't like that NdiNaija.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. We were just playing around. We're kidding. We're kidding. No, we're kidding. We're kidding. But yes, we do not have to have that happy home facade, that facade of, oh, I have everything all together. That's a farce. That's a lie. No. My grandma would tell me, look at all these houses. You see how they look so beautiful on the outside? Notice you don't know what rottenness is inside.
Right.
You wouldn't know until somebody shows you or they tell you. People feel like, oh, it was so weird that mommy groups, became such a big thing because women were telling their stories. Because it's almost like taboo. Oh, you have to be the perfect wife. You have to be thin and you have to be gorgeous and you have to have 2.5 children, and your husband has to be at the top of his career, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and you're perfect, and perfectly made hair, and makeup, and nails, and clothes, blah, blah. For who? For who?
Well, I like my nails for me, but I feel you with everything
You know
else.
that's not what I mean.
That's one of mine now. I think is he coming up here? Oh, okay. Sorry about the screaming children. That's number 3. That's Matthew. Hi, Michael.
Hello,
You are fine.
But,
I just got rid of mine.
Yeah, he can come say hi. Michael wants to say hi. Come say hi. You gotta say happy birthday to Miss Indy. Come on. Come on, boys.
I will tell you, being active duty for 15 years, I don't have too many friends and family around because I'm always moving. Sometimes it gets
Say
lonely.
hi.
I hear you, Leonette. It's
Say happy
not
birthday.
easy.
Hello.
The children are here.
Happy
The
birthday.
children are here.
Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh!
You wanna say happy birthday?
What's her name?
Her name is Indy.
Andy. Yep. Andy.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Did she mute it? Oh, she muted it.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Okay, you can't cry like that. It's her birthday. You can't cry like that.
You
Say
can't
hi.
cry. It's my birthday.
Michael, say hi.
Hi.
You
Hi.
wanna say hi?
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. They're so cute.
Thank you.
Right. The Superwoman syndrome. We are expected to be everything for everyone. Yes. That's what we
Okay.
are. That's what we do. That is so correct.
And that's why it's important for women to keep telling their stories. Like Alicia's, if you guys go to her Instagram, you'll see her talking about postpartum depression. People have to talk about their stories because everybody doesn't have to portray this strong woman facade. And Black women especially African American women, have had to be so strong for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it. It's not worth the mental health damage. It's not worth the damage to the body, the physical body, I wanted to say physical mind, Lord. To the mind. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're not less than a human being because this is difficult for you or because this is easy for you.
Right.
You're not. We're all different. And our struggles will be different. There are some struggles that are going to be universal, that are going to be the same. But
Mm-hmm.
you're not less of a human being because you can't handle this. That person can. Shoot. More power to you. Can I pay you to come do this for me? But no, I don't have to accept the struggles of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
With
can't have
that,
the superwoman syndrome.
with that postpartum,
I
I had postpartum. I didn't know I had it, but I had it. I would, right before leaving the hospital, I was just crying. I was like, oh my God, I got to go home. I don't want to go home. And they were like, oh, this is just your hormones. They're leveling out, and that's why you're crying like this. I was like, I don't want to go home. I am in pain. I just had a C-section. I was in there longer than I thought because my daughter had jaundice. So I was in there longer. And I would have to, I couldn't even hold her. I was like, no. I kept her in the what you call it, where the babies are. So I kept her there. And so I was nursing. So I would pump and just the walk to get to where she was at, I was just crying and walking. And I thought it was just then. And then when I got home, I was in the closet crying, like just crying all the time. And I did not know what was going on with me. I was scared because I had this little kid, and then my husband just started back working, so I was just at home. And I was like, oh my God. And I didn't know I had it. I just thought I was just being emotional and stuff like that. Um, was I detached? I thought I was detached to my daughter because I've always read that, when you see your child the first time, you're like, whoa, this is my baby, and you feel all of this emotion and attachment. I was not like that. I was like detached. I was like, okay, hey, how are you doing? That's how I felt with my daughter. I did not understand, and it took me forever to understand that this is my child. Sometimes right now, like even now, I feel like she's like my friend. You know what I'm saying? More like a friend than she's my daughter, but she's also my friend. But it took me a while to be like, okay, this is my child. I'm gonna protect her all the way. Like you have that conscious awareness of, okay, this is my child, and you will protect her. But it was something that it was not. I thought it was supposed to be an immediate hit, but it wasn't an immediate hit for me like that. So I I did not know I had it. I didn't feel suicidal or anything like that. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. But then all of a sudden I'd be just crying and just sitting in the closet crying. Don't want my mom will come and ask what's going on. My mom would be like, what is going on? Why are you crying? You have a whole baby here.
What is wrong with you?
Exactly. And so I just know that it was tough. It was tough, and I still, I feel like sometimes I feel like if I didn't have it, would I have more attachment to my daughter as much as if I didn't have it? But then again, I don't know. Maybe It's a cliche of you're supposed to feel a certain way when you have kids. I just didn't know. It was new to me, and I assumed everybody was just supposed to be all lovey dovey and all of that. And I loved my child, but it was not like holy grail type of situation. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. So I don't know. It was weird. So I
Well,
just
I don't know.
go ahead.
one,
I feel like. No, go ahead, Alicia. Go ahead.
well, I have postpartum depression. This is my third time battling with it. And I've had positive feelings toward a child after having that child. And then I've had feelings where that baby comes out and you just don't want to hold that baby, you don't want to touch that baby, you're crying all the time. And then with the last two pregnancies I had uterine rupture when my uterus ruptured at home, and I had to drive myself from Hartford County, Maryland to Baltimore. It's 45 minutes away to the hospital to save my own life and my child. And then the second time I got pregnant, when I wasn't supposed to after a uterine rupture, I was dying from pancreatitis, and the doctors couldn't find that out. And they had to do an emergency C-section because I was in labor and didn't know it, but I was having all these other symptoms. And my daughter was in the NICU for 10 days, and I blamed myself for her problems. And I was showing postpartum preeclampsia symptoms, and I wasn't taking care of myself because I was so focused on my baby being in this incubator. So I get it. It's postpartum depression. It can hit up to a year after the baby is born. And if
Yes.
you've had a C-section, your chances of having postpartum depression is twice higher than it is if you didn't. And then also, it's higher in African American or just African
Yes.
women or women of color than it is
Yes.
for white women. And
Yes, it is.
we get the least amount of care because we don't always have the opportunity to seek that care because counseling is expensive. It's not always covered by insurance. We
Right.
have
Yep.
this mentality that we have to be strong Black women. We got to hold our own and keep our houses
Mm-hmm.
down and make sure we
Mm-hmm.
got this. If our ancestors could do it, we can do it. And I say, kill all that. Kill all that
Yeah.
because that just hurts ourselves. And that's why I've been so open about my experience. It's rough. I take Zoloft. I go to counseling. I'm paying for all of this stuff out of pocket with the hopes
Yeah.
that insurance may reimburse me because my insurance isn't being accepted in the state of Maryland right now.
Oh
Thank you,
my God.
Trump. But that's a whole nother situation on that. Um, it's difficult, but I'm so willing to be open about it because I want women to know that there's no shame and saying that this is really tough. It doesn't make me less of a Christian just to say that I have struggles. And one of my pastors actually did a sermon talking about his struggle with depression. And he's a pastor. He preaches God's word all the time, and he still has to take medication and go to a counselor, and he's God's servant in one of the highest forms. So there's no shame in getting help. There's no shame in speaking out. There's no shame in saying that, today is just not a good day for me. I was suicidal and actually attempted to commit suicide this year, and had to go to an inpatient facility right before Easter. My husband had to call the police on me, and they carried me out of my house in handcuffs as I was making pancakes for my children that morning. And that's a whole nother experience. But had he not done that, I would have hurt myself, because those hormones, because you had that baby, and I've been pregnant for 4 years straight. When everything drops after that placenta comes out, it is hard on your brain. And although you can't see it, it's still an illness. And so it needs more attention. It needs to be accepted. It doesn't mean you're crazy. It doesn't make you a bad mother. It actually makes you a good mother to admit that you needed help and that you are trying to get better, and that you acknowledge it, because we can all sit and pretend and not get help, and then our children suffer because they're not getting what they need because we're not getting what we need. But it is absolutely important that we as women just quit with the BS, with this whole I'm good and no, this mess is hard. This is hard. Being a woman is difficult. We just talked about all the expectations that the world has on us as women, that men have on us as women. Then we have these babies. We get no proper postpartum care in this country. Other countries have longer postpartum care periods than we do in the United States. And women are coming home and dying. Black women are coming home and dying with maternal illnesses after they have those babies. High blood pressure, postpartum preeclampsia, heart attacks, hemorrhaging, all these things. And we go to emergency rooms, and there is a statistic out that says that doctors don't listen to women of color.
Yes.
We're seen as being a burden,
as feeling painless.
Yes, and it's not right. So I use myself, and I'm like, you know what? God used me because he has brought me here. He has saved my life in some of the most dramatic of the worst scenarios in the past 2 years. And, use me and let me be your mouthpiece so that I can help women that are suffering in silence, and that they need to know that God loves them regardless of what the world has to say about them. And although that they are hurting, although they are suffering, that God still loves them regardless. And that because you are getting help does not mean that you're less loved by God.
Right.
It means that you are brave. You are one of his bravest to admit that you need help.
Right.
There's people all through the Bible asking for help, left and right. So
And then I wanted to say about I know Yoli said that she was worried about latching back when she had her child, and that was one of my issues too. It took me forever to have my child to latch on. She just wouldn't latch, and so I went to a specialist and was able to get her to latch. And I think that was a issue too, because I was yearning for. I was so worried about the bonding I'm supposed to have with the baby, and I realize now, like, it doesn't matter if the baby don't latch or not. It's all about the baby getting nourishment regardless.
exactly.
And so, and that's probably why I latched. After she latched, she never got off of there until she was 2. So it was like, it's that. We worry so much of the little things that really don't mean anything. As long as the baby's healthy, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Breastfed. And then the society and social media makes it seem like everything is so perfect. And then the snapback that you're supposed to have after you have a baby.
BS. BS.
I wasn't snatched before I had the baby, so I don't know about that.
Look, I was snatched before I had the baby, and then afterwards, after I had the baby, I had high blood pressure. So from that point on, it was didn't know high blood pressure until one day my husband checked my blood pressure and then found out we needed to go to the hospital immediately.
Immediately.
And so from that point on, up until now, I still take blood pressure medicine. And so I didn't have a snatch back until the only time I got snatched was when my cardiologist told me, okay, you need to go raw vegan. And so when I went raw vegan, that's when I got somebody else's body, not even snatched, somebody else's body. I didn't know who body that was because I didn't have no more boobs and no more butt.
Oh man.
Yes. So it's so much pressure to just be a certain way, certain look, have your hair a certain way and stuff like that. But what we need to all learn is that we have to love ourselves no matter what we look like, no matter what's going on in our situation. Love yourself, know your worth, know what God's blessing is for you, God's lane for you, because we all have a lane and it's not the same. And so
Yep.
once we figure that it's okay for me to look this way, it's okay for me to feel this way, as long as I'm doing better. That's all that matters.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I agree
It's so
with that
it's
100%.
so true. It's so true. After you've gone through a lot, um, your story, Alicia, really touched me because I was watching what's his name? New Father Chronicles. What is his name?
LaGuardian Cross and
LaGuardia Cross and his wife. His
Leah.
wife has battled depression for a long time, and I think it was earlier this year where she also had to be put in an inpatient facility because she um, either tried to harm herself. It happened sort of gradually but fast at the same time, and she had to be put into an inpatient facility. And it's not easy. It's not easy to have gone through a traumatic birth experience. And then have all those physical illnesses while at the same time having the weight of society's expectations, which we tend to internalize. You want to be a perfect parent. I remember TJ lost weight when we were leaving the hospital. I thought he was getting milk. He wasn't. Then when we came back a couple of days later, they said, "Oh, he has to come back a couple of days later because he lost weight while he was in the hospital." And then we came back, and he had lost an entire pound. I just about went out of my mind because I was like, I'm suffering all this breast issues, and it's painful when he's sucking and blah blah blah, but he wasn't getting any milk. Oh my God! Anyway, eventually he began to suck, but I had to supplement with formula. I had to supplement with formula for a couple of weeks. But I went through that whole phase of, oh my God, I failed as a mom. And my mom was like, you know, you don't have to give him so much formula. You have to force him to the breast. And it was such a struggle to come out of that mentality that the most important thing is that he has to be fed. Yes, you want the breast is best. If that's not working, the child has to be fed either way. The formula is not going to kill him. Ooh, so
Yeah.
we need to accept who we are, where we are, our strengths, our weaknesses, all of it together makes us this beautiful, unique woman that we are. And slowly disabuse ourselves of all these layers of expectations, all these guilt scarves and jackets that we put on because some other person has said, as a woman, this is who you should be. This is what you should be. This is how you should think. This is how you should look. This is what you should say.
Mm-hmm.
We should
Right.
use our own voices, have our heads clear enough to think and say what we want to say.
And
Yeah.
stop being in competition. That's what
Thank
I
you.
would say.
Thank you.
We tend
Yes.
to
Not competition and not tell
yeah.
another woman, hey, you're failing because you're not doing it the way I did.
Or not even allowing them or helping them to get better. Like we have this thing where you once we become a certain way or a certain popularity, then we're not going to help other people to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we have to be in competition?
Mm-hmm.
We're in our own lanes. We created differently. So
Yes.
what one person, like you were telling me, what one person will like, another person won't like. So it's not even that we don't need to be in competition. And I think that's one thing about women. We stay competed, and we have that mentality to compete with each other, and then try to be the best that we are for our significant other. It's just too much. It's too much. We're spreading ourselves so thin,
It
and
is.
we have so many things that are in common with each other, and
Yes.
allow we can't just be open and be happy. It feels good to talk to a friend about your situation and understand that she's been through it too, and
Mm-hmm.
giving that advice. But we're so much, oh, let me be quiet, let me look perfect, let me do this, let me do that, let me sit on this level, but feel terrible on the inside. And
Yeah.
I never could understand that. And I sometimes I'll be like, when I read, when, it'd be like, oh, women support women. I'm like, yeah, right. That's a lie. They don't. We want to get there, but we don't. If we did support each other, we wouldn't have to deal with you.
That's
We're,
true.
we're, well, we're working on it. We're working on it.
Yes.
And the more we speak out, the more we talk about it, the more we help each other. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Stop being in competition with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop being in competition and seeing the other, because when you're competing, you have to think, well, what is the prize here? Is the thing that I'm looking at as a prize, is that thing worthy of being a prize? Because if
Right.
it's God, God is enough for all of us. If we're
Mm-hmm.
looking at God as the prize, or
Right.
being in his presence as the prize, getting to heaven as the prize, then we're not in competition with anybody, truly,
Right.
because he is enough for everyone.
Right.
Right.
The rain falls on the just and the unjust alike.
Yeah.
He's enough for everyone. So,
Right.
yeah, that prize that I'm looking at, is that really worth looking at my sister in this manner as, oh, she's going to compete with me, so I have to hide this and hide that, or judge her in this way or that? But you know, another thing, these conversations are very important because sometimes you don't know that you have that judgy mentality.
Right.
You think, oh, I'm not that sort of person. Oh my God, that's
I'm
not me at
happy
all.
planning.
No. But it's not true. Then somebody says something, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, check yourself before you wreck yourself. What was that? What did I just did I do that? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
Whatever
I'm
I
judging
said.
I'm happy planning, so I'm always judge about that. Like, no, you're not gonna give me with no air curtains. Sorry, no.
Yolanda is going to write a book. Who was that? Oh, yep,
Right,
yep.
Sherry? We are
There is
stronger
there is
together.
nothing wrong with being a Christian and getting counseling and medicinal treatment. Yes. Fatty Girl says, I only have one child and I had her extremely early and went through so much. The first year of her life was devastating. We need that book. And Sherry says her youngest had really bad PPD with her son and she's due at the end of July. So you're really yes, you're going to have to help her a lot. Because this problem that we have in the US where a mom has to go to work 6 weeks after the baby's born,
No.
it's nothing. Canada, their maternity leave is 1 year. Norway, I think it's 2 years. Finland, I think it's 1 to 2 years. The US is way behind, even undeveloped nations. Nigeria's maternity leave is 3 months. 3 months. And the US is 6 weeks, which is half of that time. We need to support people, politicians who are invested in increasing minimum wage and ensuring that we have full proper maternity leaves, at least 3 months paid maternity leave, not
Mhm.
just, you know, yes.
It's needed. Because the last thing a mother needs to do is to worry about how am I going to afford diapers while they're trying to heal so that their uteruses don't fall out after they have these babies.
Exactly. See, that's when we, first of all, the first checkup with the doctor is 6 weeks after you have your kid.
See, that's
So
the problem.
you're going to be at work and then you tell them, oh, hey, I have to leave because I have a doctor's appointment.
Right.
Already they're going to look at you like you're not serious.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it needs to change. It needs to change big time. And the fact that it hasn't changed and people aren't speaking up about it until now troubles me because it's like women have been having these problems forever. Why are we
Yeah.
just now mentioning them now? Why is this generation now just now saying, hey, this is really kind of effed up here? Why am I being forced to go back to work and I'm still heavily bleeding and I'm breastfeeding and my child needs me for nourishment, or we're bottle feeding and we're trying to figure this thing out, or whatever your situation is. We shouldn't be forced to jump back into the workforce. Having it, you take 9 months to create that baby. You can't expect somebody to be ready to have all the responsibilities of whatever they were doing before they got pregnant as soon as that baby comes out. It's not logical.
Right.
Exactly.
And also I couldn't walk before I had my baby. So like a couple of weeks before I had my baby, I couldn't even walk.
Wow.
So like
Yeah.
I didn't understand how you can take your leave should be earlier and through your pregnancy and after your pregnancy. It should be a longer leave because I
Exactly.
definitely couldn't do anything before I had my daughter.
Exactly. The,
Yeah.
the countries that give people longer leave, they actually allow you to take weeks before your due date to prepare for the baby coming. Not even whether you're sick or not, they allow you to take some time before it. And some of the women just say, "Oh, I don't need it. I'm just going to bank it till the baby comes." And then they take the whole year after the baby comes. I remember my ex, TJ's dad, would say things like, and this thing of the images that are portrayed of all the quick snapbacks, it messes with some people's minds, men especially, because oh, they want to see the rosy picture. This guy said to me, so how long is it going to be before you, and he did like, before I do what, before you get back to what, please? The breasts have to come up, and you go to the, because I lost weight before I got pregnant with TJ because I was on this paleo diet and whatnot. I was working out. He's like, yeah, so how long before you get to that? I said, I don't know, 2 years. I'm gonna breastfeed for 2 years. So no, 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 you must only breastfeed 1 year. I laughed. I said, you will tell me how long to breastfeed? Except if I can't or the kid weans himself early, but I'm not doing that. That's is a personal problem. And then he started talking about, oh, look at Beyonce, look at Halle Berry. I said, first of all, they had
Millionaires.
nutritionists, cooks, housekeepers, all of that. Can you pay any of these people to take care of me?
Some BS. I call BS on all of it. And those pictures are so heavily photoshopped. They don't even look like themselves in the pictures.
They don't even look like, exactly. But there are men who are using it to judge women, saying, "What do you? Okay, oh, it's been 3 months since you gave birth. You need to look at." Because he even gave the example of Kate Middleton. He said, "Oh, as soon as she had the baby, she came out. All it was just her little tummy, and that was it." I said, "You saw the diapers. You saw the things that they gave us. You saw how they had to help me to the bathroom. You saw all that. What makes you think hers is different? What makes you think hers is different? She had to be the same way." So yeah, it's important for us to speak out, to show the real images so that
Yeah.
people disabuse their minds of this false reality. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yolanda said, your mind and body were working against one another because of the trauma. Yes, yes. And yes, they need to be very sympathetic with breastfeeding issues. It's tough. I thought it was going to be a one shot thing, so easy. It was not. Like the nipples were cracked and bleeding, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I have failed as a woman. I have failed as a woman. That's what I thought. And the doctor had to say, no, that's not true. The important thing is the child is eating. If the child doesn't eat, the child will die. What do you prefer? A dead child or a fed child?
Yeah.
We will work the breastfeeding thing out. Just you have to keep feeding the child. You give the breast, you pump, try all the methods that are available to you.
Right.
And don't accept what anybody else has said.
Yep, that's not you. That's on them. That's their stuff, their baggage that they're trying to portray on you to make you feel bad. And no woman should ever feel bad for trying to feed her child. In whatever method you feed your child, I don't care if it's goat's milk or the dairy-free formula or regular formula. I don't care if it's Similac. I
Donor
don't care if
milk.
it's milk. I don't care
I
if it's
don't care.
breast milk. I don't care if you pump. Your baby's fed. Great. You are a good mother because your baby's fed. Period. And that's it. I breastfeed,
Wow,
and
planogram.
breastfeeding was hard for me because I would cry
Mm.
every time I was breastfeeding because of my postpartum depression. But with my second child, Michael, he has sensory processing disorder, and he was born, he was all messed up. He couldn't even suck.
Oh.
And I was wondering what was wrong with him, and they kept talking about tongue tie, tongue tie, tongue tie. Taking to a specialist, there was no tongue tie. He had a condition called right torticollis, where his head was stuck to the right side and he couldn't turn it. And he developed a flat spot on the back of his head that was causing his face to become deformed. And this condition is called plagiocephaly. He had to get a helmet, a $3,000 device put on a 3-month-old baby. His case was so severe, and the United Healthcare would not pay for it because cranial ortheses are considered cosmetic, because a cranial orthesis can also be classified as a wig. I
Oh my
had
God.
medical doctor's notes, physical therapist notes. I had doctors. I took him to John Hopkins to have them write a report to confirm that this child medically needed this item, and they still would not approve it. We had to pay $3,000 out of pocket for a helmet. I still have it. I refuse to throw it away because that thing was too expensive. We can't do crap with it now, but that baby's head is perfect. Michael's head, you would never know he had those issues. And he has, for his entire life, been in physical therapy, occupational therapy to learn how to eat, speech therapy to help him speak. He had to be taught how to eat food. And even to this day has food avoidances and had to do a feeding clinic at Kennedy Krieger that was $60,000 to help my child eat. And for the longest time, my in-laws and my mother, who is a nurse, was like, well, why isn't this working? And what are you doing wrong? And they were blaming me. And I was
Oh my
telling
God.
them that there was something wrong with my child. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to keep moving forward because I'm his mother and I know what's best for him. God gave him to me because he knew that I would see these things being a former teacher and that I would give him the best help. Now you can barely tell this child has any issues because of all the work that I put in. But when we were going through it, it was really hard to not internalize it and feel like I wasn't at blame because he was born 10 months after his sister. When I was in the hospital having him, my firstborn was only 10 months old. So they're extremely close in age, and I blamed myself for the longest, and my depression was really bad. It was so bad that I called the police on myself because I was like, I'm having thoughts of throwing my child in the trash.
Oh.
This isn't normal. There's something wrong here. But I knew it because I went to college and I had that education for psychology to know that this wasn't normal. This wasn't thoughts that you're supposed to have. And I had to fight. I had to fight the insurance company. I had to fight my in-laws. I had to fight my mother. I had to fight my husband to make sure that my son got well. And I was up and down that interstate on 95, getting down to Baltimore, getting down to Kenny Creek to make sure my son had what he needed. And it was a journey. But I understand with the breastfeeding issues because I had a condition where you make too much milk. And so I
Mm.
was pumping 20 ounces of milk every 2 hours because I had two
Wow.
children under the age of 1. And so, like, my freezer was so full, I couldn't even put food. I couldn't even put food in it. And it was crazy because I was going to the grocery store daily, and we had one car. And I was going to the grocery store daily to buy food for dinner because I didn't have room in my refrigerator. It was full of bottles with fresh milk, and the freezer was all frozen milk. And I couldn't get this baby to latch because I would have to like hold the bottle in like specific manner just so that he can eat, and then making sure my daughter, because she's only 11 months old, that she can
Mm-hmm.
eat. It was whew, that was
Oh my
a period
goodness.
in time. But now you would never know. Like, just looking at them, you would never know that that's all of those things. And
Wow.
I did it by myself with no help and no family support. So I
And
understand
imagine going through all that. I can't even think about going through all that without having postpartum depression. And then you had postpartum depression on top of that, and
Yep.
you made it.
Then I
Everybody
had
needs to
my
put their
third
hands together for
son.
this
Then
woman
my
right
uterus
here.
ruptured. Then I had a fourth child after that.
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
been a whole journey. I am a literal walking miracle. I should not be sitting here to talk to you. Women don't survive that. It kills women and children. But I'm still here because God wanted me to tell the
Your
testimony of
story,
how He
yes,
did
because you
this.
you have a testimony and you
Yeah.
will share it and bless people. Oh, Jesus.
So,
Hmm.
glory to God.
Glory to God. Yolanda says, yes, why do they feel they have the right to humiliate us? It's so true. It's so true. It's so true. Nobody should have that right. She had her daughter, Fatty Girl had her daughter at 24 weeks. She stayed in the NICU, wow, for almost 4 months. And she didn't experience PPD until after the baby came home. And she came home on oxygen and other meds.
I
Oh,
feel
no.
too, because the NICU was hard.
Planner Grandma said, I think Wick moved away from being militant about breastfeeding since she had her kids. She's glad about that. A little bit bitter as well. Yeah, I kind of, I was on Wick for a minute, so it was, it was a blessing, even though I was nursing. I did not tell them I was nursing because it took forever to nurse. So that's how I got into it, because it took forever to nurse. And so when I did get it, she ended up having a milk allergy. So, and a soy allergy. So I couldn't do milk or soy. So I had to get something called Neocate. And I was so thankful that I was able to get WIC at that time to provide, because I feel like, I think you automatically, if you have a baby, automatically
Yeah.
are,
Get on WIC.
it's up to you to decide if you want to have it or not. So it was so much of a miracle that I was able to get it. And then I had to travel and get that milk. It wasn't one of the ones that you can get at any local store. I had to travel and get that milk. So I had my husband was at work, so he couldn't miss any days. He just started a new job. And so I would take my daughter and we would travel and get this milk. And I would pack these big old boxes of milk with my daughter upstairs. And it was just crazy. But yeah, I'm happy that they're not so militant about breastfeeding, because we have so many issues about breastfeeding. And I remember them saying, if you breastfed, then you couldn't have a certain amount of formula. So you basically have to say you didn't breastfeed so you can get the maximum amount of formula
Mm-hmm.
in order to supplement your nursing.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's terrible. Yolanda says, my son never made it home from the hospital. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. The BS she went through with her ex during that time. First red flag. Yeah, hindsight. Second time, she did everything right to ensure her daughter made it here. When I had a miscarriage, yeah, TJ's dad asked the same thing. He said, did the doctor say it's anything you did, or did they say how you can avoid it for next time? I said, I'm sorry, what? The doctor say, why would you think that? He was causing me a lot of stress because I had found out. Oh my God! I had found out that it looked like he was cheating with a couple of women. I don't think I found out all of it, but at that time I saw a bunch of messages, pictures, video. I said, and then you come and ask me this question.
That was messed up. I'm sorry that he treated you like that. That was so. Oh, I want to say a curse word so bad, but we're on YouTube. That was messed up.
It was beyond me. I said, what? What? Oh, did they say it's anything you did? How can you avoid this for next time?
But you know that my mom told me when I was getting married, she told me one thing, and she said, "Men are stupid. If you allow, if you allow it and be okay with it, then a lot of things that they will say, you'll understand. Oh, the men are stupid, and then you, of course, you're gonna correct them. No, this is right. This is wrong, but." It won't put you over the edge. You know, she warned me. She's like, it won't get you over the edge if you just know that they ain't there. They ain't never gonna be
They ain't all there. Well, this is why Leonette, you need to come on this live because you need to teach us. Because if I'm going to get married again, that's a big if. I mean, I would like to have another baby in theory. I don't know if that would be reality.
Not in theory.
No, I'm saying in theory because, I mean, it's theory. You think, but you may not. Yeah, I need to be able to tell someone, dude, that's messed up. You need to rewrite whatever wrote that thing into your brain, turn it back around and rewrite it. Because no.
That's why God made Eve, because Adam was a little special.
Oh, we're talking about real life iridescent. Thank you for the
And I'm
birthday.
glad, Indy, that you're like sharing because I think that helps. It helps everybody here, even if we have not experienced what you have or done. It's just something to know about. Like we should be able to express everything, and you know, we didn't get that from our grandparents and our parents. They never talked. They always said, "Don't talk about your marriage. Don't talk." In a way, it's true because you don't want more people into your stuff, but also there's more people hurting now than it was before.
Than was
You know what
before.
I mean?
Yes.
So this is the time to talk about it. Let them know, hey, I've been there. We've been there. This is how we get better. And I just love that we share this. And I'm so glad. I want, like, you know, I know it's your birthday, so I really wanted to be like happy experience and stuff. But this has truly been a blessing. Like,
it's
totally
still happy. I'm still happy.
I know it's a lot of harsh and hurtful things we've discussed, but also I just say I think this is more of a blessing so much because I mean we are all learning this. I wish I should have tried to get my sisters and everybody I know, every female I know to watch this. No, I don't know. I don't know if we should keep this one, but you know, to watch it so you know, so they can be inspired and know that we are all here, you know, and we're all experiencing the same thing. So this is amazing. Amazing.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm very happy to have listened to Alicia's testimony. We know how we're sitting in the presence of a giant. You guys, like what? For real?
It's
amazing.
I'm
glad for the opportunity to share my birthday with everybody and that we're learning and growing and sharing. Because some of the things Leonette said, I was like, oh, you can actually do that. At this my big age, you know, I would say things before I get together with someone and I can talk all day, but okay, when we're in it, you think, oh, you need to be like this, and you need to be like this, and you need to be like that. But it's not true. You need to still be yourself, and you need to check the other person so they don't just walk all over you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you gotta have good friends to check on you and be there for you. Because if he's not doing it, someone has to.
Someone else has
You know,
to.
someone has to. Someone has to be there. And so just expressing it to, your friends, letting them know what's going on, even the help, just to help me clean up. I'm so tired. There's a room full of toys. Help me sort them out. If you was to see this room, toy room, so like just to ask for someone to help, it's just the thing. And Alicia, look, let me go to Baltimore. I'll come over there and help you out. Girl, I don't have no problem. I will come over there.
I'm not in Baltimore. I'm in Harford County, but you're always welcome. My home is open. I love to have people over. I love to cook. I love to my son asks people to stay the night all the time. I'm like, I don't know if people want to stay the night, son, but his heart is so pure. Baby's heart is so pure. But yes, y'all come on. We'll go down to the harbor.
I need somebody to come over to my house too, because if you guys see the mess that is all around me from planner stuff, oh Jesus.
That's different. Planner stuff is a whole different thing. Because
no, but if the planner area looks like this, the rest of the house don't look that different. I have not unpacked from my cruise. I haven't done laundry.
At least do not hide your planner stuff. We see it. We see it.
You want me to turn the camera? No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, thank you, Taylor A. Thank you, Yolanda.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah.
Happy birthday.
It's a blessing. So, if you still have your cake or your brownies, whether your brownies are laced or not, if your brownies are laced, please ensure that you lace them yourself, because we're not going to deal with that. We will go to the police on your behalf if they were laced by someone else. So drink your adult beverage.
All right. Mine is some Kroger water.
Yeah. All right. I think we're just about done.
Can we sing you happy birthday?
Huh?
Can we sing you happy birthday?
Oh, you want to sing me happy birthday? Now you can
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear NdiNaija. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So Alicia can sing. Okay, yeah.
You can't she? Look at that voice.
Yes.
Thank you. It's not about me. It's about Indy's birthday.
Indy can sing too.
Why are you calling me out like that?
Indy can sing. I heard you sing before. Yes.
I'm going to do some more vegging out on the couch this time, since Evie was able to get me out of bed. She got me out of bed. I took a shower. I put on a little bit of face.
Ooh.
She did good. And now that I have disorganized all the Also paper stickers, I have to put them back together somehow.
And then sort them out, and then put some to the side for Evie. And then...
I don't think she wants to. Not on her birthday.
The worst or the best I can do is I can send you a sticker album. That's it. Can't do more than that. Or I will not do more than that. It's not even a matter of can't. I will not do more than that. Yeah. You can choose which one you want.
No.
Yeah, only the sticker album. That's all I can do for you.
See, if I get the sticker album, then I'm gonna be wanting to buy stickers, and I have enough
All right,
stickers.
so
I
you
need
just
to
take this.
actually use my stickers. I really do. I need to use all of my stickers.
I need to use all these stickers too. This is too much.
Why,
No.
why did you shake your head?
We cannot
Hmm?
use all the stickers because if we use all the stickers will be gone. We need our stickers. Our stickers
Mm-mm.
are
No. But they
precious.
won't be gone. They'll be in our planner.
I
See?
can't.
Like this.
Alicia, do you have backups?
Not really. I have
Okay.
I have like the mini and then like the classic of some of them, but
Mhm.
no. Like this side are like my original. Like this is where it started. This side, and then like this
Right.
side has been like in the past 4 months.
Ooh, she uses her cricket.
Yes, and a Cricut maker. I actually made some Beyonce stickers. I did a plan with going tomorrow. These
Nice.
are my images though, so I can't sell it.
Oh yeah.
But I went to Google and I just said Beyonce picture cartoon, and it came up, and I just clicked save and put it in the Cricut, and I did me a spread using the Simply Gilded washi.
I need to see that. Where is it?
I'm gonna show you.
So how did you get the picture to the Cricut? Because most pictures are PDF. So how did you get it to like?
So
Yeah.
what you do is you open the picture on your computer, and then you screenshot it and you save it as a PNG.
Nice. Oh my God. You are so smart. I'm gonna do that. I am going to do that.
All right, so this is the one that I did on Plain Chit Chat on Instagram.
Oh,
This
this
is this
nice.
one, and then I did one for my YouTube using the Beyonce stickers as well, and this is for next week using my mom dashboard.
That is so cute.
So like the Simply Gilded washi this month was bee themes, and they had like.
Don't talk about Simply Gilded Washi. I ended my subscription.
I got.
I
I almost
I need
ended it
to
after
send
that
me a
cactus
sample of it.
box. I wasn't feeling the cactus box, but there's like
Oh,
little
that's cute.
bees in the washi. I said, "Oh, I gotta do something, to the queen bee, Miss Beyonce."
Will you send me a sample of the bee washi, of all the yellow washi, please?
I will send you a sample for your birthday because it's your birthday.
Yay! But yes, what I was saying is we can look at the stickers in our planners like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But
You know?
I can't flip through the book.
But,
I can't flip.
but it makes more sense in our planners anyway.
I gotta flip it.
It's an addiction.
It is. It's a bad
It's
addiction.
very understandable. That's why I got backups. The
Who said
backup.
Julius? Beverly, what do you mean? I need to just use my Cricut. That's what I need to do. I just need to turn it on. Well, I've turned it on. It's trying to figure out design space and everything.
So,
excuse me.
I've learned that you can't make stickers in design space because that will mess you up. So what my husband told me to do is to download.
What do you mean you can't mix stickers? What do you mean?
If you wanted to like make your own stickers, you can't do it in the Cricut design space. The Cricut design space is pretty much to basically upload stuff, but you can't like use their little images. You know how on the left side of the field on the Cricut thing, like they'll give you shapes and stuff. Those will only really cut out. Don't try to make stickers with that because I've tried that and then it like cut the wrong. It was a whole mess. But there's this program called, and it's free. It's called. Let me find it on my this computer.
Thank you, Cheryl.
What you need backups on, Wiggles?
What is the name?
She said, send me some backups. Wait,
I don't
Beverly,
like
June,
even have
June,
hair.
what is hideous? Simply Gilded? The oh yeah, we need a Cricut tutorial. I need a Cricut tutorial because I just refuse. I refuse.
Yeah, Cricut is a beast. I can't find the program right now, but my husband downloaded it on my computer. It's I downloaded it off the internet onto my MacBook, and it allows you to like create stuff like you would in almost like you would in Photoshop. But you can create all kinds of stuff
Oh, I
in
wish I
the.
knew the name because that's what I need. Because I
I can't
especially
use my phone
need
to call my husband
scripts.
to close the door because the kids went to bed. Dang it! What is the name of this dang program? I can't find it. What's the name? See, he's a computer person. I just live here. He's a computer person.
Wiggles, do you want me to send you a sticker that says backup stickers? Because I can create that. But you want me to send you my backup stickers? I don't know. I can't let go of the wrong. I'm sorry.
And
Uh-oh.
I'll send you a message when I figure it out. I'll ask him, but I can't ask him right now.
Okay,
To
please
close my
do.
door, and I can't yell out because the door's closed. Boo.
Planner Grandma uses Silhouette Design Studio. EB owes me some stickers. She owes me.
I do, and I'm gonna send them to you. I promise.
Yeah, and I
What
still
kind?
haven't gone to the post office. I didn't leave the house. I haven't left the house. You see,
What
the Domino's
word?
people, they brought their stuff to me, and somebody has to eat this chocolate because there's barely any cookie in it. I don't know if Grandma's gonna eat it. Time to open the second box.
What stickers? What did you want it again?
I think it was womanscaping
Oh,
or
yes,
ladiescaping.
creative. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's it. That is all. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for joining us. It's been fun and it's been real. We've had some great conversations. If anyone happens to be watching the replay, thank you for watching. I hope you got something from it. Feel free to message either any of us. Alicia is the Brown Mom Experience on Instagram. Evie is
YouTube.
designed _by _Evie. And what's your YouTube channel, Evie?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. It changed. I changed my name, and so it changed. I don't know what it is. I think it's just Evie
I hope
Jordan.
it's designed by Evie. It should be the same. Please
It would be.
try and make it the same. Alicia, you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
What is your YouTube channel?
Alicia B from the Brown Mom Experience.
Alicia B from the Brown Mom Experience. That is really long. That is really long.
My
The Brown Mom
my
Experience.
Instagram is the Brown Mom Experience.
Yeah, so you need to make them all the same.
Okay, so Cheryl just told me my name is Evie Jordan, so it's on here, Evie Jordan.
Yeah, you need to change it. You need to change it to Designs by Evie so it's all the same. All right. Yes, so Alicia B from the Brown Mom Experience. I love your header. The Brown Mom Experience. Motherhood, faith, wellness, and planning. This is great. So yes, you can subscribe to us on YouTube. I am NdiNaija. I'm also NdiNaija on Instagrams. That's it. If you want to talk, send a message, hit us up on YouTube, watch the videos, like, subscribe, everybody, and leave a message for EB and tell her she needs to come out with a new video. All right? Because she owes us a couple of videos. Also,
Whatever.
see the ladies in the chat. 50 in planning. She loves planners by Beverly. Beverly is the one who told me how to do this whole Hangout stuff. So let's
Yay.
appreciate her because I asked someone else and they didn't help me. But Beverly just said, "Oh, this is how you do it." And I said, "Oh, I'm running into a problem." And she said, "No, just look for this. You'll find it." And I found it. So thank you, Beverly. Excuse me.
I love
I'm
learning
being
how.
I am not being bossy. Okay, well I am, maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yes, so thank you ladies for joining us. Fatty girl, thank you for joining us. I have no wrong. Is there somebody? No, don't send me anything. Don't send me anything. I have two. Just help me use what I have. That's what I need. Even though Evie promised that she would send me some wrong, so I'm waiting for her. Yeah. Send me whatever you like. I would accept it. But okay.
A happy planner? A wrong round happy planner?
I don't want your happy planner.
Yes, you
I
do.
need a planner. Thank you.
Come on to the dark side.
No.
Come to the dark
I
side.
have happy planners. What do you guys think this is?
It hasn't been used though.
The paper is trash.
Aw.
Paper is trash. I can't. I've tried. I can't use it. Paper
Look,
is trash.
yeah, they're used to planning on cardboard, and that's why they like that planner.
Ah.
Yeah. What is it? Drywall? That's how.
Wow. She said I plan on drywall. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. The insults. I need.
They love that. They love that type of paper. You know what? I found out that paper is not even white. It's like cream. Like
The white paper hurts my eyes.
I love it. I love the white.
It hurts my eyes. I can't do it.
I like white. Got a white shelf. Got a white desk.
No.
Chair.
Exactly. And then you have a cream planner. Like the paper is.
Yes,
No,
because the
don't
paper
hurt.
doesn't hurt my eyes. This paper hurts my eyes. I can't stand looking at it every day. Just look at it. Look at the creaminess. Look at. Look at.
Oh wait, put it up again. Let me
That's
see.
my bills. Hold on.
No, not the bit. No, scoot it over. Oh, and it's punched to go in
To go into discs.
by.
Levenger. I have Levenger discs. I have Disc Agenda discs. Don't
Oh.
play me. Don't even.
And what cover do
These
you use?
discs belong to Happy Planner. Do these
Okay.
discs belong to Happy Planner?
Okay, but what cover do you use?
This cover is Erin Condren.
Oh, okay. You punched that too. Okay, yeah.
I need you to put some respect on Erin's name, ma'am.
Erin is out here
Put some
poaching.
respect.
Erin out here punching that old. She poached that old squad real quick.
Look,
Poached them quick.
look, they were ready to be poached. They were ready to be poached. Because you've noticed some people now have about 3 or 4 Erin Condren videos in 2 weeks. They were ready to be poached. I'm just saying.
Right.
Stephanie is treating her people right. Erin Condren will treat you right.
Look. Look.
Let's not go into that. Let us not go into that. Oh my God. But yes. So when you guys listen or see Tamara and Miranda, tell them we missed them today. Miranda was traveling, so we can pray for traveling grace and mercies for her and her family. And yeah. Yolanda's going to be brainstorming for our book. It's going to be a great experience. Yes, Janitra, please tell her she needs to not talk about my Erin Condren planner like that. It's such disrespect. Oh, the joy.
Look at that.
I need to go watch a movie. I'm going to watch a movie. What movie should I watch? In my house. I'm not going anywhere to watch this movie.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm going to watch Always Be My Maybe. What do you? I don't need that. I have a punch. Where is my punch? Shoot. My punch punches laminate. Forget you.
Andy.
My punch punches laminate. Look at it. Lavender.
That's good.
It punches laminate. Not like these Happy Planet punches that doesn't punch anything.
My punch works great.
I ain't gonna
I
lie,
have 2-inch discs. These are 2 inches. I have 2-inch discs.
But those are
When
burning.
is your Happy Planner ever? And I'm gonna get 3-inch discs next. When has your Happy Planner ever?
I don't need 3 inches.
You don't need those.
I like hearts. I like pretty.
I don't need all your hearts and lovey-dovey. I need something to look professional. Look at that. Just look at it. Look at it.
I'm gonna open my disc right now. I got
Look
this
at
purple disc right here. Look at these discs.
They don't come in colors. Lemon just don't come in colors like this.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I just couldn't afford it. That's all. I just couldn't afford it. What do you mean? They have gorgeous blue discs. They have purple discs. They have platinum, copper. Hold on. Look at these.
Blue disc.
This is the silver. Do you see that? There are no holes.
It's not a hole, it's a heart.
I don't need your heart. Look at this. This is copper. We have copper. We have rose gold. It goes perfect with the cover of my planner. Look at that. Look at the foiling and then look at the disc.
And I got a pack of roses right here.
So, do you get a coupon? Can we pay for this with a coupon?
We get coupons. When they go on sale, yes, they go on sale. And we use it. We buy when they go on sale.
Oh, okay.
And look at these Doki Book Disc Agenda discs. If you're looking for holes, these are perfect holes.
Those holes look like
You don't have to turn. You don't have to turn these discs 95 times before they work in your paper.
My discs were great.
Had a bad set.
My discs, my Happy Planet discs turn horribly. I have to turn them all 49 times each before they turn properly with the paper. So no, nobody come for me. I didn't send for y'all. Lavender has animal print discs. Can your Happy Planner ever? Ooh, I'm getting hot now.
Who wants animal print?
I was gonna
Who
say
doesn't
just
want
that.
animal print?
That sounds
What do
tacky.
you mean?
And I know you don't get a coupon for that.
Janitra, I like them thick. I like me some thickums.
What is
He doesn't need to be much thicker than me. I'm just saying. I think I have enough thickness for both of us.
I
Excuse
think
me.
the art came out with a pastel collection though at
It's too
Staples.
expensive. I saw that and I was like, what are they trying to do? That's too expensive.
They coming for the Happy Planet people. They said, "Oh, y'all want color? I got your color right here." Here come these covers.
How much were they?
They wanted $30. I ain't got time.
Yes, it's too expensive. I said no.
It was
No,
pretty
it's
to
too
look at.
expensive.
It was pretty to look at on my phone, but that was as far as that went.
I saw them in person and I was really drawn because the cover is nice and thick and they're so beautiful. But no. See, when you buy lavender discs and you put your paper on it, you don't have to do anything. It turns like butter. It's like butter. It moves so smooth, no problem. No problem at all. Happy Planner disc, turning. Am I cranking a wrench? This a motorcycle? What?
I think you had a bad batch.
Happy Planner disc.
Oh.
Who is here? Who just came on?
Hello.
Who just came on? When we went back to food.
Oh,
Who that? Who is that?
I'm trying to mute NdiNaija. She's talking too much. I'm trying to mute her on my computer.
What?
Hello, everybody. What's up?
Can you people
Hi,
imagine?
Tamara.
Look at how late she's coming. What is this?
Yes, I have to mute you. Happy birthday, old lady.
I don't accept that. No. No.
Okay, try again.
Yes, try again. Start again.
Happy birthday, senior.
Ah, me. You.
Okay,
Oh,
one more. You want one more? Look, everybody's waiting like, yes, one more.
It's like you want thunder to fire you.
Listen, I saw the finger go in the mouth. I'm waiting.
I didn't finish it, so that's why I'm giving you time.
I'm waiting. Happy birthday, beautiful.
You have
That's
come.
very good.
Yeah.
So yes, I just finished my meetup. So I said, let me join in. Let me go come crash your party.
Oh my goodness.
I see you people talking about disc, my beautiful metal discs.
Why did we were about to leave? We were about to leave. We've been on here for how many hours?
It's not my fault. It's not my problem.
Everybody's shouting your name. Yes. See. Ooh, black cover with animal print. Exactly. Come over to the lavender side. You can have animal print discs.
We don't want that.
And hold on.
Janitra said I cannot mute the birthday girl. See, as long as I have a mute button, it's very possible.
When you see the purple lavender discs, you will forget that you ever knew Happy Planner. I promise you.
Hey, Cheryl.
Sorry.
Patty girl, welcome, baby.
Happy with my disc
I know, they're so cute.
Come with it.
and my unicorn cover.
Yes.
Rub them, baby. Rub them. Give them a rub. You gotta. This is how we do it. Yes. Come on with it.
Forget those.
Andy, let me just tell you something. Are you talking about the mini lavender ones?
Not see, and that's another thing. Lavender has different sizes, okay?
They're tiny, because if they're the ones that Miranda ordered, they're too tiny.
She didn't order the right size. She didn't order. Ooh, they're
I need to see
called
the size.
Purple Majesty. For those of you who like purple, look at this. Look at. Oh yeah, open quick. Let me show her.
Look, Cheryl is talking about put vinyl on your Happy Planner disc. Cheryl, I'm gonna send you my disc one time.
It's called Majesty Disc. It doesn't have any holes. Look at it.
All right. Let's see.
Where's the love?
She said, where's the love? Get you a grown-up set of discs, okay? You can't be walking around with hearts and people looking at you like a little girl. Get you a grown-up set of discs.
My planners are popular. My planners is patenting, okay?
She said grown-up disc.
Get you some grown-up discs.
Look at this.
Oh my
Look at these grown women on this planner.
Exactly.
Look at these grown women.
Yes.
They need some good discs, some disc agenda discs or some lavender discs.
Oh, I got you the discs right here. These metal, rose gold, Happy Planner discs.
They have holes in them. Your planner discs are incomplete. They're incomplete. They're not whole. They need to be made whole. Come to Jesus. They will be made whole. Your discs will be made whole.
Oh, Lord.
Look at this. Can you deal?
I'm still trying to locate this.
The cover's cute. I'll give you that.
Isn't it cute? Look at it.
I'm still trying to find it.
They're just so expensive though. but catch them when they're on sale.
You should
Yeah, when is that? When do they get on?
never ever. Their sale is like 20% off of $1,000. That's not a sale.
I got this this punch when it was on a 40% off sale. Watch Amazon and watch Levenger themselves. They go on sale.
So basically, every 5 years, we're going to get what we want on sale. Is that what you're saying?
Every Thanksgiving.
So if we miss the Thanksgiving sale, we ought to guess for another year.
They have 2 more sales. They have
Wait a minute. Why is this $292?
Stop looking at them.
290 what?
I'm on the Levenger website. There's a M600 violet white ballpoint pen for $292. I can't.
Oh, see, now you're going into the top tier of stuff. This is not your happy planner. Now save some real coins. Ooh, look at this.
It's okay. I'm gonna save my coins and buy some sticker books. You see the savings that I save by getting some holes in my disc. I could buy some stickers.
Look at this berry. Look at it.
Okay. You know what? I could print a picture of that at Walgreens for 46 cents, and I could look at the picture. And I could look at the picture.
Sale for $23.
$23. That's a whole planner.
Look at the blue. Look at the blue. Look at it.
It's beautiful. That's a whole planner. Alicia's like, look over here. Look over here.
And NdiNaija about to sell me because I'm looking at them and I'm like, ooh.
Exactly. The paper is trash.
Wait, no, we're not talking about the plant.
This berry is beautiful. This should be my next Levenger purchase.
I'm not seeing what she's seeing either. She's on some secret society Levenger page.
See, you guys need to come on to the Levenger side of things. Oh, see, their summer sale. Who's summer sale? Their summer sale is up to 50% off. See,
I'm gonna need you to stop being up to and just be 50% off. Can you be 50% off? And these are 1 inch. 1 inch.
To my planner, Grandma. I don't want to put a charm on my planner.
1 inch. Live a little, Andy.
I got charms.
I don't like the charms.
Really?
They break off in my backpack.
Not these kinds.
Depending on the kind you get. I don't know if my friend fused this one on.
This woman came on. We've been on here for 3 hours. I got stuff to do.
That's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. Andy, you could go. We'll continue the party without you. How about that?
All right.
No.
I don't think it's gonna work that way because if I stop the broadcast,
you just leave out the room. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute.
I don't understand why people need that.
I like charms.
I don't knock it, but I personally can't.
Okay, let me go back to the chat. Because I'm missing everybody's messages.
That's custom. Planner Candy by Alicia.
Ooh, Steve, Planner Grandma said the right thing. You can't clip a charm into a solid disc. I love that. There's a summer sale up to 50% off.
I don't want to clip a charm onto my discs. I don't buy discs.
You're outnumbered. You're kind of outnumbered. You're kind of outnumbered.
I'm still not seeing this stuff from Levengers. I see a lot of stuff that's really expensive.
Oh, so that's the new name of the website. That's the new name of the website. Stuff that's really expensive.
You need to upgrade your mind to work with Levenger. When I first came into this community, I came through Levenger. I didn't start with Happy Planner. I went to the grown-up stuff first. And then I rock with Levenger. I can't deal with this paper. This paper.
I rock with Levenger when they rock with some Happy Planner prices and some discounts.
But you can't get this with Levenger.
Then you don't want to be with them. Okay. If you say that, EB, how do you feel about blonde head? Huh?
These girls.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
I have my girls right here. I don't need them. I have these. I don't need them.
And then NdiNaija got a sticker sheet full of midgets. She got a sticker sheet full of midgets, and she happy with her midgets.
Do you see? Do you see him? Is she a midget? Does she look like a midget to you?
Pull out the glam girl. Where the glam girl at? Where the trendsetter at? Where the daydream at? Come with it.
Do you have this? Do you have this in your happy planner? Do you have this in squad goals? No, you do not.
She's cute, but you're one cute page.
Do you have these as your boss babes? Do you?
Healthy hero.
You do not.
Come on with it. Come with the healthy hero.
Look.
Come with the healthy hero.
You want healthy hero? Look at this. Look at this. She is measuring herself. Look at that.
She has to because she's wishing she was 2 inches taller. She a midget.
Look at this. Look at this. What midget? What midget? What are you talking about? Look at her. She's traveling. She's wearing the gray on this side. She's wearing purple on this side. What do you mean?
Come on with the wrong. And wrong sticker book got like 13 girls in it. Come on, Indy. It's okay, Indy.
In her pink and gray. Look at that.
Look at all these books.
You want different looks. She has you with your short pixie cut. She has you with your long dreads. She has you with an updo with a scarf. What are you talking about? She has curly hair.
Yoli said you got some dollar store stickers.
As a mermaid. What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
What do you mean? Don't try me.
How
much is each sheet, though? How much is each sheet? You paying by the sheet.
Right. Her sale was 10 sticker sheets and a sticker album. This sticker album contains 60 pages. Okay, 10 sticker sheets and a sticker album for $20.
I'm sorry, we get a whole 2 sticker books for $20 with 60 pages.
This is a small business, ma'am.
And your point is, no specializes in making midgets. I don't need any midgets in my.
Everything in this book looks like me. Everything in this book looks like me.
I know that's why you like them, because you're a midget too.
Look like me. Everything in all of the books look like me. Look at these.
We was just having a kumbaya moment.
with her problems. Look at these stickers. All of them look like me.
Not really.
We was having a kumbaya moment until Tamara got you.
What do you mean? Not really. What do you mean? Explain yourself.
Some of them got long hair. I didn't see you with any long hair.
Please.
Some of them got twisted hair. I didn't see you with twisted hair. I don't see any of them that has burgundy color hair.
I can very easily color it with some burgundy.
Did I see any? Did I see any of those with like a triple F? Madam,
warn yourself, Madam. How many times did I tell you? Warn yourself.
I'm just saying, you asked a question.
Indy, I'll make
you need to come get her. Leonette, you need to come get her. You need to come get her now. She is raising my blood pressure. You need to come get her now. Or I will throw a
virtual tantrum. You're gonna throw a virtual skillet at me?
A skillet full of grits on her. Get her.
Somebody need to get a Medea stickers, because that's what Indy's looking like right now. Threatening people with a pot of grits.
You need to get her. You need to get her now.
I'm gonna get you some stickers for the triple Fs. I will make you personalized stickers, okay?
She's coming with that in 24 hours or less. It's gonna be up on IG, some triple Fs.
I've suffered in this my life.
And because it's your birthday, I will give you I will send it to you. Email it to you.
Heavy metal big jugs. I was very blessed.
Oh boy.
I was very blessed. When God was giving it out, it looks like I fell asleep and I got extra.
That's not what happened. You were greedy. You were greedy. Yes, you
did. If I
did.
wasn't greedy, I'd have asked for more butt. I need more butt to balance
but you know
what?
What happened was the security remembered you. You know, like how when you try to use the coupon more than once, you put on your shades and think that they don't know it's you. You went 2 times and got the top, and you're like, I'm satisfied with the top. Let me go get the bottom. But the security remembered you and said no. So you couldn't go back and get the bottom.
Leonette has put you in the corner, Tamara. Had such a wonderful time. And just came on and
went downhill very quickly.
We were all happy and peaceful.
Woo!
You are so wrong for that.
I'm not. Listen, I'm getting all hot in here. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. What are you doing to the hair, EB?
Braiding.
She's braiding her hair.
Okay, so the bottom isn't finished right now. You're just doing the top, the half.
No, these are I think Bohemian braids. So they're like braided and then it's added hair to it.
Oh snap! Oh, she's about to be Goldilocks on fleek.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you keeping it like that long like that, or are you gonna cut off some?
No, it's gonna be long. I'm gonna trim the ends, but it's gonna be long.
Oh snap! Hot like fire.
Yeah. Get me. I need you to get me for July.
Okay, got you.
But Alicia, you got long hair already.
Yeah, that's not why I wear braids. I wear braids so I can put it up. Because it's hot.
So I guess it is hot. It is hot. That's why I try to do this today, because I was like, oh my gosh. Wiggles, it might be. It might be. It might be. I be flashing. It's spontaneous flashing over on this side.
God is punishing you for what you said about me.
That's not what it is. That's not what it is at all.
Because it's not funny.
The Lord don't punish for the truth.
It's not funny.
The Lord don't punish for the truth. So what did you do today, Andy?
I laid down until EB woke me up and said, we're coming on live. That's what I did. I haven't been feeling well.
Because you went on a trip, on a vacation, and then came back and took an unauthorized day off? Is that what that is?
What do you mean?
The day that you did not pass it by me first and took a day off?
I had to.
Yeah. Yes, baby.
Yes, Taylor Nate. Tell her. Tell her. Tell her. See, Tamara, Leonette said you go to the corner. Janitra said that's what you get for with me.
Yes.
So that means I'll go to the corner, so we don't have a live coming Monday morning because I'll be in the corner.
I have a book of workout girl.
No, because I'm always in the corner, but I be here with you on the live.
Exactly. She still shows up on the live in spite of the fact that she's always in the corner. You have no excuse, man.
So what I'm hearing is Evie said that she has volunteered to take the corner for me because she's always in the corner anyway.
She said.
I know. No. I like other people to come in the corner with me. I'm usually.
Oh. She wants company. I don't know. I'm afraid to get in the corner with Evie. Evie might convert me to a buy all the things person.
But you halfway there. So.
Evie will be like, come on, I got Wi-Fi on my phone. Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. I got coupon codes. Come over here. Evie like the corner it. Evie like the corner it. Tempting me. Okay, I'm done.
What? You said black cohash? What is that? Is that what you use to color your hair? I need to figure out how to color my hair without going to the salon, because with everything I've spent on Erin Condren, it will be unwise.
She said that my menopause meter is in Hades. Look, ma'am, I take it that mean it's hot. Is that exactly what you mean? That it's hot? Just for clarification.
It is really, really hot.
Wiggles, yes, there is something wrong with that.
Telling you in your face. Oh my God, the face.
She's yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Claro.
Ladies,
It's nothing is wrong with buying
and I know my
Thank
baby
you.
needs to eat. So I'm gonna have to go.
You're leaving. Aww.
We were wrapping up and then
We were wrapping up, and this woman just came and
Well, you could have said, Tamara, thank you for coming on, but we are going to leave now. So we'll talk to you Monday morning. Like, you know.
She did say that.
But she kept on talking, too.
we went down a rabbit hole. It was a whole
no problem. So we're going to go, Tamara. We're going to go because it's time for your goal setting stuff anyway. I won't
Who's
be
goal
there.
setting stuff? We're not doing any goal setting stuff. I'm going to go sleep.
What have you been doing all day?
Well, I got up early and I cleaned my bathroom. I went to go get my nails done, took my son to work, brought him back from work, tidied up for the meetup, had my meetup. Plus I did a live on YouTube earlier. Missed it.
Oh, I was asleep. See?
Yeah.
I haven't been feeling well.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing all day today.
We haven't seen the nails. Show us the nails.
They are
pretty.
They are right.
Say something. Say something.
Yeah, it's not. Say it again.
Did you make them
Say
shorter?
something so we can see it. Say something.
Yes, I got them shorter. I got them shorter with it's cream, kind of like a cream color and a bling. It matches. Okay, so just in case you want to know, hold on a second. Andy, it matches my Erin Condren paper.
Okay. This is what we do now. We match our nails to our planners.
We do.
Okay, we talking about Erin Condren. It's been real, you guys. I had fun.
Yes, I need to eat and feed my baby.
Yes, go eat and feed the baby.
He needs to go.
And then somebody go to bed, either you and or the baby. Get some rest.
It's actually one person that needs to go to bed, and she just came on this live late. So,
listen, you don't have to tell me twice about going to sleep. Sleep and I are best friends.
Our
friendship is tight.
She derailed us. She just came in and drove us off the road.
Don't worry, Andy, because after the live is over, I'm calling you.
You can't call me. I'm going to sleep.
I'm calling you, and I'm going to call you too, Evie.
Don't call me. I'm going to sleep.
Bye, Alicia.
In fact, let's go. Everybody, good night. Everybody, thank you.
I'm calling you. I'm calling y'all. I'm calling y'all.
Tamara's YouTube is the Paper and Pen Girl. Her Instagram is the Paper and Pen Girl. So yes, tell her not to call me. I don't know anybody after this.
Cheryl, I told you I'm a party crasher. Send me an invitation, yes or no. I crash the party. That's what we do. So, see, Evie just left.
Taking donations to take her baby out of town to get her tooth fixed. Oh,
Who? Okay, I didn't see that.
Before her cash
Oh,
app.
Fatty girl.
If you can spare something, please do. Because she has to buy gas and pay for all the stuff. But all right, it's been real, y'all.
Hold on, let me write down. Let me write down the thing. Okay.
I called Leonette. She didn't answer.
Who, Leonette?
Yes.
And then she want to come on here and put somebody in the corner.
Well, that's different. You earned that.
It's not different. She cannot, if she didn't answer the phone, she cannot put anybody in the corner. So, Leonette, your corner authorization privileges have been revoked. It has been rescinded. Retroactive.
No, they have not.
Retroactive. Y'all, it was nice to see y'all.
All right. Good night, everybody. Tamara, don't call me. I don't know you.
I'm calling you right now. My phone is plugged up, got juice, and I'm ready for you. And I will call you on every single phone number and medium I have all night. I got time, you know. I have time.
I'm going to sleep. I have to go and take Advil PM, and I'm going to sleep. Night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Talk to y'all.